Haven't seen you for a while. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you. I was
That's
very
good.
busy at some point, but
Yeah.
very, very well now. Have some more time.
What have you got going on at the moment?
Actually, I'm gonna sign up for some designer courses.
Oh yeah?
Yes. So
That'll
I'm
be
very
good. You wanted to
excited.
do that, right?
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
Very cool. What else?
Nothing, not much. Enjoying nice weather. Just very happy. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
What's going
on? Nothing. I'm not that busy. Kind of relaxed, enjoying life. Have some trips planned and stuff. Do you have anything planned? Holidays or anything?
This weekend I'm going to music festival, and I was gonna ask you to come.
Oh, I'd love to come.
No, I was gonna ask you to come and to take care of my cats.
Oh, okay.
Do you have some free time? Just few times during this weekend to come and to cook for Tom.
cook?
Yes.
You mean open the tin and like?
No. He's not eating that. No, of course. He needs somebody to cook for him, and I was gonna ask you. And I don't know, just spend time with him, stroke a little bit, put him in the bed when he falls asleep. Can you do that? You'll like it. He's very sweet.
Yeah, sure, I can do that for you, of course. I don't mind doing that. I could ask a favour in return as well.
Sure, no problem.
Because you've got these lovely lips, and it would be great if you could just give me a blowjob one time quickly. Like, we just find a time that's good for you.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You're
not
joking.
now
No,
in
you're
a coffee
joking.
shop, but another day.
Sure? I'm your friend, Richard.
That's why I'm asking you, because it's been so long.
Friends
And
don't do this for each other.
just make an exception, because it's been a while, and look at your
can't believe-
sexy
I
lips
can't
and
believe
stuff.
what
It
you're
would be-
saying.
I'm sure you're great at
You're
it.
sick.
Just quickly.
I don't want to talk to you.
Just
I don't
once.
want to talk to you. No. I don't want
And I'll
to
look after your cat forever. Well, it would be nice if that was the way the world worked, but it's not. And women don't think like that, and there's no place to bring it up. So keep choosing those in the game, but in real life, never. Sure. What are friends for?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't be such a doormat, pushover, wet blanket, damp squib, all of these things. Basically a wussy. You can do better, be a bit tougher, have more respect for yourself. Try it again. If you want to get out of the friend zone, it's the only way. I'd love to help, but actually I'm pretty busy this week. Yeah, I don't think I'd have time. Sorry, maybe...
Please think about it. Maybe you can do it. Just a few hours a day.
Maybe I could, but I'm not sure, what time I'm free and stuff, and I don't want to tell you I can, and then your cat's like waiting for
I
his
can ask you a favor.
salmon and stuff, and then I'm not there,
Okay, never mind.
You can find someone else, I'm sure.
Sure.
Next time. Sometimes we need to say no, and these girls that put you in the friend zone, they always ask favors, and you're kind of chasing them all the time. The way to break out is to start treating them more like a friend rather than a girl that you're trying to date, and this is a way to do it. So it's the correct option here. Who are you going to the festival with?
With my boyfriend.
This guy, yeah. How is that, by the way, relationship?
It's okay. It's okay.
Only okay?
It's not perfect.
Tell me more.
He's very busy recently. We don't get enough time together, so I see him like once or twice a week. He's always in the office. Or even when he's at home, he's on his computer, so there is not much communication between us.
So he doesn't really pay attention to you and stuff?
Looks like that. Yeah, it looks like that to me. It's probably his project taking too much time.
But you know what? What you have to think about is maybe you would moan if he didn't have a job, and you're like, oh, he's just sitting around the house doing nothing. And now you're like, oh, now he's working too much. So it's a bit like Goldilocks, right? You know, it's better that he's doing that than something else, and maybe be happy that he's passionate about his work and that he's, you know, serious. Sometimes I'm like that too, just working on something and just get really into it. Rarely, but sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if that's his passion, of course I agree. But what about me? What about my passion? What about...
Just wait for your time, you know? Your time will come.
I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for something to come. I want to live this moment.
Maybe get involved in it. What is he working on, his project?
Some IT projects. I've got no clue about.
Maybe,
No,
you know,
not
try and
interested.
find out about it and share it with him. Say, so what you coding today?
So I need to be smart and like tricky to get some attention. I don't deserve attention from him just because of who I am.
Well, you do. I think just wait and see what happens. But it's understandable.
I'll wait a little bit, yes. A few weeks maybe, I'll wait.
When a girl complains about her man, you actually don't want to say, yeah, it's so bad, he's terrible, you should leave him. So this is the correct option, because you want to think about this. She's attracted to that guy for a reason. So do you want to be like him, or you want to be the opposite? You know, you want to be a bit like him, but slightly better. So you can say it in a playful way, or you can say it seriously, but kind of taking his side is actually a good thing psychologically and will work.
Anyway, let's change the subject. How are you? How's it going? Work?
Yeah, work's all right. I have some interesting projects actually, and one of them didn't work out, but two are looking really promising. And if something happens, it could be pretty big. Yeah. So I won't say more because you know what I'm like. I'm more action than words. So I'll tell you if it works out. And
Okay. Are you looking at this guy? Yeah?
oh, her? No, you're much prettier. Why would I be looking at her?
She's actually very beautiful.
Well, she's all right, but compared to you, she's like a toad.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, I mean it. Of course.
Okay, anyway, thanks for the compliment.
Yeah. And that's the wrong response, because it's an opportunity to show that you have sexuality, that you're interested in other girls. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to get out of the friend zone, it actually helps you. Okay, you got me, but look at her boobs. She's got these amazing...
She's very
boobs, like
nice.
really
It's
firm.
beautiful,
She's got
yes.
this sexy tan, and look at her fanny there. You can kind of see the outline. It's just
Yeah.
really, really sexy. Imagine just quickly slipping it in.
Oh, stop it. I don't want
Sorry.
to imagine
All right,
that.
but-
She's beautiful, yes, but
Okay.
let's stop talking about it.
Let me just look a little bit more. Hang on. I'll pretend I'm drinking my coffee. Okay. This girl's just your friend. Why not look at her? Of course that's the right thing to do. Why not talk about, being interested in other girls? It's exactly what you should do if you're just this girl's friend, and if you want her to like you more than she does.
That's very annoying, because guys always do that. On a date with a girl, they're checking out other girls, and they think girls don't see it, but they do actually.
And what's the problem with that?
Makes me feel like I'm not beautiful enough, to be honest.
Look, there's nothing wrong with the way you look, and I think you just need to be more confident.
Very sweet. Thank you. I'll try.
Now here she's trying to bait a compliment, but you didn't fall for it, so well done. That's exactly what you should do, just a quick response with the facts.
By the way, I saw your ex-girlfriend a few days ago. Yes, her. She was with a nice guy.
Nice guy?
That's nice one.
What, he looked good and...
He did.
And she looked happy?
And she did.
That's shit, to be
They
honest.
looked happy to me. Do you still have feelings for her?
Well, I don't want to be with her, but I'd rather she was unhappy not being with me, you know, than happy with some dude.
Right. And how about your love life? Are you still single?
Yeah, I'm single, and you know, it's really hard because you know, I'm a sex addict, and when I have a girlfriend, I'm like having sex all day long, basically, and so being single is really hard. So I'm basically, you know, I'm masturbate basically like maybe 10, 12, sometimes more times per day. Please. You know, just sometimes watch some videos, sometimes just think about something, sometimes listen to something, maybe remember something.
Okay, stop it. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Got it.
But they say it's healthy, right? So it's okay.
Very healthy, yes.
And uses a lot of calories. Don't need to go to the gym as much.
Not healthy. No.
Serious point here, guys. Actually, don't jerk off so much. Makes you better with women. When you're a bit hungry, when you're out there, when your testosterone's up a bit, when you want sex more, you're more likely to actually even approach girls and, you know, work hard to have good conversations and meet them. So less jerking off. Yeah, I'm still single, but I did have a date recently with this girl, yeah, and she was, you know, she's very pretty, but also she's just really intelligent. We had great conversation, so only one date so far, but definitely want to see her again because she seems great, actually.
Okay, I'm happy for you.
It's not sexy to just let her think that you're chilling at home playing PlayStation and, you know, never seeing any girls. So why not have a dating life? It's going to make you more attractive, make her work harder to try and get you and move you out of the friend zone so that she sees you in a different light. It's the correct option. Remember that you need to treat her just like one of your average friends. You know, sometimes you can be busy, sometimes you can be doing stuff. You want to move away a little bit so that she starts working harder for you. Don't do it. To be honest, I've never done it. And look at me. You don't need to do it. That's fine, you're not there immediately, but you know, you're still offering to help her. You're just not as available as you maybe have been in the past because you want to move out of the friend zone. So in your text, it sounded like something serious is going on. How are you doing?
Serious. Not very good.
Why?
It's my boyfriend. We broke up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We did. It was actually the right time to finish our relationship, to end it. Yeah. 3 years.
Yeah,
after
it's
all
terrible.
These years. Yes, I thought he was the right person to be my husband.
Not now, right?
Yes, not now. We couldn't sort out our relationship, and I had to end it.
That's awful.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah.
You must be really sad.
I'm very sad. I'm very disappointed.
Okay. Well, look, I've got something that might cheer you up. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I know you like wine, so I got you this nice bottle of Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
It's like $12, so I think it's a good one. Yeah.
It sounds good, yes.
Do you want some?
Yes, please.
All right, cool. It's nice and chilled, so I'll just pour
Thank
it.
you very much, Richard.
If someone's coming to your house to chill, then wine should always be on tap. If you don't have some alcohol in the house and you do drink and you're meeting girls that drink, then go get some. Okay, take this.
You.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice,
Very
right?
nice.
So, tell me what happens. We're going to talk about it anyway. Better to get it out of the way.
Nothing special. I just took a minute to analyze what's going on, and I realized I wasn't happy in this relationship, and I thought that relationship was something nice, but it wasn't for me, and it was the right time to end it up.
Hang on a minute. So you ended it?
Yeah.
Oh,
of course.
that's worth a cheers. Oh, you poor thing. Come here.
Mom. What are you doing?
I was just stroking your hair because it relieves stress, they say. Did you hear this?
No, I haven't.
I'll send you the article. Sadness and sexuality don't really go together, so the wrong time for that move, old boy. You know, I understand because it's hard now because you were spending every day together and it's like, you know, something missing from your life that was always there. But that doesn't mean that it was good, right? So it will be hard for you, but it's still the right decision.
It is,
you will be happier for sure. So it's all going to be okay, don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
It's anytime.
How about you? How's your love life?
Oh, my love life? Well, I had some dates, but didn't meet anyone special yet, so it's okay.
Okay.
Correct, that's the right option. So I guess you haven't been home crying all day, right? You've been doing things to distract yourself?
No, of course not. I was trying to distract myself. I finally had my yoga classes.
Yeah, cool. That's nice, relaxing and
Yes,
stuff.
meeting my friends for coffee. Friends I haven't seen for ages. You. Finally, I have time for you.
Yeah.
And shopping.
Ah, you were shopping. That's like the common one, right? Women when they
Probably, yes.
wanna feel
I was
better, go
laughing
shopping.
at them, but like it really works, you know. In fact, I got this dress. Tell me if you like it.
Show me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the blue is your color probably, so
It's gold, isn't it?
it's clearly blue.
Anyway, do you like it?
Oh, it's a great dress. You know what? If you were wearing that, I'd just like to just jizz all over it right here.
Take it. Oh,
Okay, got it. You ready? Oh, baby, where are you going? Ah, how romantic. Well, of course it's nice, but you know, you don't need to buy a new dress to be sexy. I think you look nice. Like, you know that blue sweater you have? That's nice. And I like your gym clothes, this Nike, all the
You do
Nike
like all
stuff.
these things.
Yeah, and I like these when you wear the jeans and that t-shirt that says meow or something on it. I like that. Yeah, so you don't really need to buy a new dress to be sexy. You always look nice.
very sweet. Thank you.
This was an opportunity to do something a little bit better. You know, you haven't blown it with this choice, but it's not the best option.
So tell me about that girl that you said you liked and you had a couple of dates.
Oh, Rebecca, yeah. Well, we had a nice date.
Okay.
But then I kind of texted her like, hey, how are you? Let's meet again soon. Go for a drink or something. and she didn't reply, but I don't know, maybe she died or is in hospital or lost her phone or something like this.
The reason for that is because you're too awkward.
Awkward?
Sure.
Me?
Yes. You don't have social skills at all.
Moi? Awkward? Come here, let me tell you something about that.
What? What's that?
Who's awkward now, eh?
Teacher!
Look how ticklish you are. You're so awkward. So embarrassing to be with someone so awkward. This is actually a very good way to escalate things because it's kind of between playful and sexual. So it should be accepted by most girls. They should be fine with it, but it allows you to get a little bit intimate. So tell me, have you got anything nice to look forward to? Any plans coming?
Yeah, of course. First of all, I'm going to Russia to see my parents and my grandparents. I haven't seen them for ages.
Back to Russia. You're going to meet Putin?
Hope so. Hopefully I will.
Excellent. Not.
And then when I'm coming back, I'm starting my interior design course.
Ah, very cool.
Very
you were talking about that for a long time.
Yeah, I'm waiting. And now it's starting.
Brilliant. That'll be great. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, cheers. Actually, the third toast, you need to drink it all. That's like tradition in my family, and
I'll try.
So anyway, yeah. Oh, come on. What's that? Useless. Alright, I have to do it, but it's only because it's my family tradition, you know? Not because...
You're not nervous or something?
No, of course not, but just for tradition.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss you when you're away. You know that? I'm gonna miss you. Gonna miss you. Gonna miss you. This is another nice way to escalate. Again, you know, it's a bit of fun and they're smiling. And it's actually easier to go for the kiss when the girl is relaxed, smiling, and you're in this playful kind of situation. Have ruined the friendship. I've 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 ruined the friendship. And that's that. I've been waiting to do that for years.
Wait a second, for years, you said?
Yeah, surprise.
That's a big surprise.
You got to keep cool. Sometimes you feel a lot, but it doesn't mean you need to say it. Listen, I think we should take it slow because I really respect you as a female, and I don't want to, move too quickly. So maybe we just go for dinner tomorrow. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah, that would be nice. How could you? You picked the wussy option. Get a bit more comfortable. Maybe. This is the right choice. You kind of want to find a balance between moving really fast and aggressively to kind of being too slow, right? So carry on, escalate things slowly, let her get comfortable and used to the fact, and also get her more turned on.
Do you have a condom?
Condom? No, I don't. Do you have one?
No, I don't have.
Oh, well, forget about that bullshit, right? You know, I've got a friend, he was like a doctor, and he said if you just wash in like antibacterial after, you can't get anything, and even if you get AIDS these days, you don't die, you just take some pills and stuff. So it's no big deal, don't worry about it, you know?
Well,
I don't think we need it.
But I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a very good idea, darling.
No, I better go.
Where are you going, to freshen up? You can clean your pussy for me. When a girl's coming to your house, you've always got to be prepared. Kind of like a Boy Scout, but older. Yeah, of course I've got one. Got one right here. My shoe.
You're prepared.
Yeah, my mum told me. Now, you don't want to break the action and the mood, so to speak, so make sure that you've got some strategic placements around the house so that you don't need to go far, or even worse, you know, run down to the store to buy something.
You helping the doctor?
Oh yeah, of course. Here you go. Finally happened! We did it! Ooh, England! Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
It's amazing. And when I was like putting it in like this, and you're like, it's amazing, God. So cool, we finally did it. Remember when I said about honesty? Well, there are times when you don't need to lie, but maybe not saying exactly what you're thinking. Not the best thing to do in this case. Sometimes. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very nice. You look great.
Thank you, so do you.
Cheers. We'll take a seat. I ordered you some tea.
Thank you,
You
that's
like tea,
perfect.
right?
I do.
I mean, you're not English, but I'm sure you drink tea too.
I still like tea.
Cool. So how have you been?
Good. Busy.
Yeah, busy?
Yeah, work. It's been overwhelming.
You told me, what was it you said? You said you work in a charity or something, but I don't know what it is. What kind of
Non-profit animal shelter doing cat rescues.
A cat shelter, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. So you're just doing that, and I guess you don't get paid like millions to work there.
No, it's very small and usually actually free.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice. It helps out a lot.
So you love cats, and you just decided to do something.
Yeah, I love all animals, but cats here need most help.
That's great. I'm sure people love you for that then.
Some people.
Most people like cats. I like cats.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
That's good. Do you have any?
No.
Well, you should stop by and I can maybe help you find one.
Okay. Well, actually, I travel a lot, so it's not good. But
Okay.
I can come by and just play with them and whatever, and then.
That would be nice.
Cool. When someone does something like this, charity, something that they really care about, don't tease it, don't take the piss, don't be rude about it, connect on it. So what does your work entail there? Are you holding a ball of string all day playing with the cats? Has it got
No.
serious stuff?
That's part of it, but actually we do transports nationwide, so if the shelter's full, then we find someone who can take it elsewhere in the country to save its life. That's actually the reason it's been really busy is a cat I had adopted. I lost him, so...
You lost him?
He's been adopted, and I opened his cage and he ran out, and I don't really know how to tell the people.
So he's like somewhere in the building, or
Yeah,
it could
hopefully.
be anywhere?
It could be anywhere. He may have found his way outside. But I don't know how to tell the people, so maybe you have an idea?
Well, you know what? I think you should just tell the truth, because it's always my philosophy that nothing bad can happen as long as you tell the truth. So I think you should own up to it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
If you can show good moral fiber, why not, right? It's a good thing to do and it makes you look good. And at the same time, giving her some good advice.
I actually don't think you told me what you do.
Oh yeah, I didn't, did I?
No.
Actually, I run an obedience school for small pets like gerbils and hamsters and whatever, you know, teaching them how to, you know, be good pets, basically.
No, you're making fun of my shelter thing a bit. What do you really do?
Oh, well, it's not that interesting. I'm a QA manager at a software company, but don't need to bore you with the details, right?
All right, fair enough.
When a girl asks you what to do, if you do something that's not so interesting, or if you just want a little bit more humour, you can say something like this and it will get a smile. The key, though, is that when she perseveres to ask, you stop the joke at some point and, you know, turn serious again.
So what do you do outside of work?
What do I do? So I do some fitness stuff and I study languages.
Great.
And what else? I play chess as well.
I don't know how to play chess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't know how the pieces move, or you can't play very well?
I can move them, I just don't know how the game
You know what they're
works.
called? Like the horse and whatever.
Is there a rook?
Yeah,
Is
rook.
thing? Yeah.
Rook or castle,
Okay.
yeah.
I know some.
Okay, well, it's quite easy to learn, and it's really, I think it's quite cool for the brain. My mum bought me a chess set, and then I thought, okay, it can't just sit there, I'm going to learn how to play.
Cool, you have to teach me.
Mm-hmm. And what else? I like photography. It's probably actually my major hobby. The thing I
Really?
spend the most time doing is photography.
Oh, that's great. Why do you like it?
Well, actually, there was this time when I just borrowed a friend's camera and I just took some pictures and I loved it. And then everywhere I was going, I was looking at things and thinking, oh, that would make a nice shot, that would make a nice shot. I took some pictures of friends and, you know, they all used it as their Facebook profile pictures. And I was
Like a headshot.
yes,
That's cool.
I just really got into it. And I guess I might have some talent, so, you know, I keep it. But it's just a hobby. I'm not thinking about it too seriously.
Well, it sounds like you're having fun. That's great.
I can take your picture if you like. Do you like having your picture taken?
Sure, yeah, we could try.
Cool.
I could use a new profile photo.
Yep. When you have something that you like doing, why not be a little bit passionate about it? Tell her why. Try and, you know, get that infectious emotion spread to her. So, yeah, that's the right answer.
So I actually do photography too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What camera do you use?
It's Canon 5D Mark III.
It's a good one. It's better than mine.
Oh, yeah? What do you have? iPhone?
A 40D. And yes, and an iPhone. But I use a 40D. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I actually got into photography because I modeled.
Okay.
Kind of still do a little bit here and there.
So you model. Yeah, I was going to say, right, but, you know, you mentioned it first, so I guess I can, but I definitely saw you on a website. You know, do you have your campaigns and videos and different things in different places?
Yeah, just a portfolio online.
Yeah, I think there was this video on Pornhub. What was it?
No.
I don't remember. Like
Someone that looked like me,
deep
maybe.
throat, something, but it was, yeah,
No,
it was definitely
it was
you.
certainly
definitely
not
you.
me.
Don't be ashamed. Come on.
No, it just wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Okay, it wasn't you.
Wow.
But just so you know, like, you sure can suck a dick.
Oh my God. Fuck you. Out.
Where are you
that's
going?
disgusting.
Let's make some movies. You dirty little bugger. It's really interesting that you said that. Let me tell you what I think about that. Hang on.
Okay. Oh my God. Are you serious?
What?
That's disgusting.
I was only joking.
No.
Hang on a minute. I might need to go to fix this in the bathroom. I'll be back. Hang on. I know it's so hard sometimes, but just try and hold it in there as long as you can. Well, that's cool. Actually, I know a lot about it through the photography, but it's quite hard work, isn't it, actually?
Yeah.
People think it's easy, just sitting there having pictures taken.
Yeah, there actually is a lot of hard work. You have to know all your best angles and,
practice
be able to,
posing and whatever.
And have emotion in your face. You can't just have a blank face, and that's actually much harder than people think.
Especially at the end of a long day, right? You're tired and the lights are on
and the shoes hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But there are pluses, right? So did you get to travel to any cool countries for modeling?
Never out of the country yet, but I've been to a lot of states and different cities.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, good. Well done. Now, think about how you can apply this as well in your life. Think about how, even if you're not connected to a subject, you can kind of learn how to be empathetic, not pathetic, and try and put yourself in their position, feel how they might feel, and think about why they would choose to do that. So, that kind of thought allows you to have very nice connected conversations, and this is an example of it. So you got your cat shelter work, you did some modelling, you did some photography, so you're already pretty busy, right?
Yeah,
do you have time for anything else?
I like to hike a lot. I like to be outside, being in the shelter and modelling, you're usually indoors, so it's nice to get outside, and I don't like being in the gym, so hiking is like my way of working out.
Yeah, it's very good exercise
It is.
and fresh air and all that as well.
Yeah, right? yeah. But I also really like, staying in sometimes and just like watching a movie.
Oh, movies, okay. What's like the best movie you've seen that you really love recently? I know it's hard overall, so like.
Oh, it's so silly, but it's kind of like a guilty pleasure movie, but Jurassic World.
I can't believe you admitted that. You really liked it?
Yeah, I had to be honest, it's a guilty pleasure movie, and it was recent. You asked recent, it just came into my head.
I don't know if it makes you look kind of dumb, or if it's
really,
or if it's like honest and sweet, that cute that you like it.
I hope honest and sweet.
Probably, because I'll tell you, like one of my favourite movies is Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sure, yeah.
But
See,
you like it too?
That's silly.
Yeah.
But it's silly. It's the same.
All right, nice one. Okay, cool. I like it. Good. You didn't judge me for liking Predator. No. Notice that this is playful, it's not insulting. So if you can find that perfect line where you're able to tease without hurting people, you can use it quite often, and there's an example. Good choice.
So what sort of movies do you like?
I know everyone says it, but I do have a varied taste. So if you looked at my iTunes, I've got foreign movies, Korean, French, Spanish.
A lot of subtitles.
Yeah, lots of subtitles. I'm not scared of subtitles. And what else? I've got like the silly action movies, all the Schwarzenegger stuff, and then like the De Niro. De Niro is like De Niro and Pacino. So yeah, we can use that for the genre.
You like them both?
Yeah, like the mafia stuff, Heat, all of that.
Anything recent?
Recent movie. I missed it at the cinema, but I just saw 50 Shades of Grey. Have you seen it?
No, I heard it was bad.
As a movie, it's bad, but you know what's cool? It's just all this stuff about, tying girls up and having a little dungeon in your house where you have all of the, all of the accessories and whatever.
It's a little silly, a little over the top.
Is it too personal for me to ask, but are you into any of that stuff? At least, blindfolds, handcuffs, being tied up?
Might be too personal for now.
Okay, well, I like it. Okay, but, in the real world, don't get so sexual so fast. Keep it chilled, wait till she's going to be into it, and slowly, bit by bit. Actually, I just threw my TV in the trash, and I don't really go to the movies. I think that, when it comes to all this, there's just more important things in life to do than sitting down watching something passively. Why don't you read a book?
That's true. That's fair. I actually kind of like that answer.
Good, good. This is an option, you know, where you've chosen to be a little bit out there, a little bit straight and direct, but then she's actually followed you into it and validated it. So it's quite risky, but when you take a big, you know, position like that and you can convince them to it, it's very attractive. And I like, you know, really talented actors, but...
Sure.
What do you think? Would you be a good actress? Could you, like, cry on call?
I don't know. Probably not.
Are you a good
That sounds
liar?
hard. No, I'm not. I'm really not.
That's kind of connected, right?
I can lie for like a minute and then I feel really bad about it and I admit it right away.
So I'm not sure if you'd be good, but do you have any other talents?
I play the violin.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Since I was like 5.
And you still do it? You kept it up?
Not as much as I should, but yeah.
Well, that's impressive.
Thanks. It's hard.
Well, playing the violin is great, obviously. I don't know if I can compete with that as far as talents go, but I do have something that I think you're going to be impressed with. Like,
Okay.
I'm just sending you a picture. Do you have your phone here?
No, I'm sorry.
Right,
I
okay,
left it in my car.
I'll send it, so you're going to have it to keep.
Okay.
But let me show you this. I've just sent it to you. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, that's...
Yeah.
No. That's not okay.
Ooh, it's very... What do you mean it's not okay? It's way above average. But 10 inches.
You're dreaming. And
What's
I'm
wrong?
leaving.
What are you doing? You like small dicks or what? How sweet, you gave her a lasting record. The violin takes a lot of practice, doesn't it? And
Yeah, it does.
I've got something I practice every day as well.
Yeah?
Look,
What's
check
that?
this out. And then look.
That took you a long time to learn.
Well, it's practice, isn't it? So I could do it quite quickly, but now the muscle is just so strong, it never gets
Sure.
tired.
Oh.
Which is good for speaking all the languages, you
Yeah,
know,
of
because
course.
learning languages and stuff.
course.
Rolling the R's and whatever.
Good.
Don't come and think about things that you need to show a girl, tell a girl, in order for her to like you more. She will actually like you more if you're cool and chilled and don't reveal these things as if you don't have to, because you're already enough. And that's going to make her curious and make her work harder for you. This is not an absolute rule, but in most cases it's correct, so well done. Oh, can I tell you a joke?
Yeah.
I've got a brilliant joke. Okay, how does it go? What is red and smells like blue paint?
I don't know.
You don't know, do you?
No.
Red paint.
Yeah, it's good.
Brilliant, right? I love that
Absolutely brilliant.
One of the biggest signs of interest that a girl can give is if she laughs at your lame jokes. Doesn't mean you need to consciously remember this lame joke and use it, but you can pay attention to, you know, moments where you think, hang on, she's laughing and I didn't really say anything funny. Yeah, don't worry, it means she likes you. So learn that lesson. And how about your family? Do they live in the city as well?
No, I moved away from home,
yeah?
which is, yeah, it's sad. I miss them. I miss seeing them.
When did you leave? When you were like a teenager? You ran away? Rebellious teenager?
No, for school, and then I
Okay.
just stayed here.
But you get on well with your family? You don't hate them?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I actually, I have a twin sister, and we're very close.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Twin, wow, that's
Yeah.
really interesting actually. You know they do loads of studies on twins, don't
Yes,
they?
I do.
Did they do anything on you, like psychological
No.
studies, psychic
No.
tests or whatever?
No, it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun, though.
Do you have some like special bonds? Like if I pinched you now, I won't do it, but like if I pinched you really hard, would she kind of feel it? Oh, my arm feels strange.
I don't know. We could do it, and I could text her see if she felt something.
Try that later.
Yeah.
But you get on really well? Or are you competitive?
We
How's
do.
your relationship?
No, we understand each other very well. We always know each other's emotions without having to say it.
That's very nice. So you have someone who's always like supporting you and who understands you.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Now be careful of falling into the dirty guy trap. You didn't do it, and this choice is the right one. Well done.
So what about your family?
I've got family.
Okay, good.
No, I don't have any brothers and sisters, and people say that makes me like selfish, but no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. And I'm quite close to my mum. My dad's Italian, so I see him sometimes, but less often. And what else? I have five children.
Really?
Yeah, but they don't live in the country. They're like all in different countries, so that's okay.
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no children and no wife.
Okay, that's good. That's ideal.
You know, it's quite important to me that when someone is very kind to other people and stuff. So,
Sure.
Do you do anything for other people?
Actually, yeah. I've helped with relief work with the Red Cross.
Okay. What, you flew to some war zone or something?
No, just like disaster areas like floods, hurricanes, tornadoes.
Okay, so you volunteer and go and do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very cool.
Thanks.
You know what? I mean, when someone does that, they're obviously not going to be evil, basically.
Right.
So it's great, right? Or selfish even. It means you're very selfless.
Yeah, I hope so.
I like that. It's very cool.
Thanks.
Yes, good. That's right. It's a way to build attraction because you're challenging her. And anytime someone kind of proves themselves, justifies themselves, works to get your approval, it makes them want the prize more. The prize being you in this case. So it's the right choice.
So, do you go on many dates?
But to be honest, yeah, of course, I'm single, so I go on a few dates.
Sure.
But haven't met anyone special yet. I to be honest, I do have another date planned like this week.
I guess that's okay.
But you know what? We're not together like a couple yet, so I'm not
Right.
going to lie and say, I already know you're the one for me or whatever. let's take our time, and if we get serious, then of course, I'm a monogamous guy. I'll just be honest with you. I do have another date lined up this week. But
Well, thank you for being honest.
yeah, and you're really cool, so
Thanks.
exactly. Remember, honesty is the best policy. And you'd think in dating it doesn't apply, but you can see here how being honest is refreshing and actually builds attraction. So try and be honest in cases where it won't hurt you, like this. And what about you? Do you go on a lot of dates?
I mean, I would say, I guess, average.
What's the average? 16 a week?
For you, maybe, a couple times a month, I guess. It's kind of hard dating in the city. It's not exactly easy to meet people.
Yeah. Where'd you meet them? Usually online or real world?
I have tried the dating apps, but I don't like them. I like meeting people in real life.
It's better,
you get a
right?
better idea of like who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what kind of girls do you like?
Well, I do like big boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Small boobs are okay, but I kind of like a handful. So let me just measure up. Oh,
Bucky pig.
what? You deserved that one, didn't you? Just describing the physical makes it look like you're a guy that just wants sex in any case. So try and describe some more integral characteristics. So for me, the most important things are that she's kind, thoughtful. I like intelligence and curiosity. That she's interested in finding out new things. That
Sure.
she can talk about different subjects. I guess for me, that's the most important stuff.
It's a good list.
Very good. By focusing on the non-physical, you actually show that you're a serious guy. Now, if that's what you want to show, that's the way to do it. It shows that you thought about what kind of girl you need in your life, and it's more than just blonde with big boobs. And tell me, what kind of men do you like?
Tall, dark, and handsome, typically.
Normal.
But really outdoorsy. I guess maybe he can be husky sometimes. Kind of looks like a lumberjack, maybe.
Okay. I wish you'd said earlier, I've got this plaid shirt, and what do I mean, lumberjacks have beards, so I've got the beard. What else? Outdoorsy, I mean, yeah, I like the outdoors. I was walking in the park, you know, earlier, like 2 weeks ago, I went for a walk in the park, so that's cool. I think pretty similar to what you described. Yeah.
Cool.
No, you're falling into the trap of getting emotional and reacting to the challenge and trying to match up. It's not what you should do. You need to be cool with who you are. And later, if you do that, guess what? Her type will be you. So tell me, what music do you like?
Well, you know, play the violin, so I do like classical. But I like classic rock too. I like a lot of 80s. Michael Jackson.
That's cool. Do you like rap music? I like rap music.
Yeah, a bit. I'm not as familiar with it though.
After 10-15 minutes of speaking to a girl, if you notice that your postures are kind of matching and she followed your lead there, then it means that she's very comfortable, relaxed with you, and probably attracted. I think it's important to know what people want, right?
Yeah.
So it's good that I think it's maybe a personal question, but I'm glad that we both know what each other likes.
Yeah, I think so.
What colour are your eyes? Are they blue or kind of grey blue?
Bluish grey.
Yeah. Excellent, well done. This is one of my personal favorites. It's a very smooth way to go from just having a conversation to having a really intimate, spicy moment. You know what? I'm having a really nice time with you, and I'm really happy we met.
Me too.
And I would just like to... Most of the work in going for the kiss is when you do the non-verbal stuff that builds that seductive bubble. So you've chosen the right thing here. That's exactly how to do it. When someone does something like this, you know, charity. Ah, the creepy stalker choice, following her. Don't do it. If she won't stop and she won't talk to you, that's it. On to the next one. Yep, nice one. You definitely want to be in front, and you want to pay attention to the amount of space between you, because you want to leave enough room for her to comfortably slow down and stop. Oh, hey, excuse me. Hang on a second. No, I just saw you, and if I didn't come and say hi, I'd definitely regret it all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. This is a nice option for a daytime opener. It's sincere, so you can always say it anytime you see a girl that you're very attracted to, and it brings out a smile in them, makes them feel good. So even if she does have a boyfriend or something, you're actually doing good work by going around and saying this to women. I'm Richard, by the way.
I'm Kate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And what are you up to today?
I'm going to meet a friend now.
Hang on a second. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Okay, that's good. And look, I hope you don't mind me asking, but we're in a park, yeah?
Right.
And you're wearing heels and a dress. What's that about?
I just had an interview.
Oh yeah? Looking for a job?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll get the job because, you know, you seem very elegant and I don't know why, you seem very intelligent as well.
Thank you, that's nice to hear.
Quite weak in this case, quite deferential, not the best answer. You said you just had an interview over there. What was
right.
that?
Just in the restaurant over there.
Ah, there's the restaurant right on the park, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
That's quite a fancy one. That's
Yeah, it
a pretty
is.
good place to work.
I like it.
And is it, I think it's Italian food, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken,
it's
right?
Italian, Mediterranean cuisine and stuff.
Well, that's good because it's very tasty. But for me, I don't know, if I worked there and
Yeah.
if they had free food, I'd just be, I don't know, like getting huge.
Really?
Yeah, you need
That's
to find
the
out if they have
problem.
free food there. If
Oh,
they
okay.
do, don't know. Actually, I know some bosses of restaurants in the city, so
Oh.
I could maybe get in contact with them, send over your CV, do some things like that for you.
That's interesting. Thank you.
Even if you can be a big help, try not to do it. Don't make her website, don't fix her CV. You don't need to do that. Try and hold back anything that you can do until after you've gotten physical with her. The more you do before, the less likely it is that you will ever sleep with her.
So what is your job?
My job? Well, I'm a salesman.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. What do you sell?
Now I sell software, and actually I started selling like cars and even double glazing back in the day, and now I sell software, so it's a lot more relaxed and it's quite good. I like it. Good being a salesman. You get to meet lots of people.
Oh, I guess. Right.
Yeah. And tell me, you know, I was just talking to my friends, and they're looking for jobs at the moment as well.
Oh.
And they told me that they're kind of bitching about immigrants all the time. So what do you think? Because you're like unemployed, looking for a job. What do you think about the immigrant situation?
I think it's okay. I actually like the idea very much because immigrants bring diversity and, you know, it's a good thing.
Well, I don't really agree with it too much because you have to think you've got a culture, right, in a country, and then when you let in too many people from another culture, they have to really integrate, learn the language, make friends with the local people. Everyone has to get along well, and that's multiculturalism, and that's when it works.
Yeah.
But when you've got people coming in that aren't part of that, you know, you can't really say, okay, you know, as many can come as they like, right?
Right.
So it really depends actually on the immigrants, their attitude, and you know whether they can integrate. Because it's really
Right.
beautiful when people do integrate.
Yes, true.
There are many ways to build attraction, but this is actually one of the most powerful. If you can use intelligence, reasoned argument, and change someone's mind, it's really, really cool and sexy. So obviously try it in real life, and well done for picking the right solution in this case. Well, you know what? Regardless of whether you're for or against immigrants, the
Okay.
very cool thing that they bring is all the food. Yeah, because like in England, we've got so much tasty Indian food. It's just delicious. We've got Chinese food. It's wonderful. And
Yeah.
that wouldn't happen if we didn't have such a cool multicultural society. So that's definitely a positive. It's fantastic food.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Maybe I'm just hungry now. I'm thinking about food. You've got the restaurant thing, but what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is tacos.
Tacos?
Yeah, it's Mexican.
Yeah, they're tasty, of course. I like all that, but you know, it's a little bit unhealthy. I'm more like a, you know, organic, healthy kind of guy.
Okay.
If you don't like something, feel free to come out and say it. If it's too much, if it's too negative, it's bad. But from time to time, it just shows a really shocking honesty that women find very rare, refreshing, and attractive. And tell me, can you cook?
No, not really.
Well, come on, what about boiling an egg or, I don't know, scrambled eggs, other egg-based dishes?
No, I don't like it.
No, pasta? Oh,
No.
you can't cook or you don't like it?
I can't and I don't like it as well.
Wow. I tell you what, darling, you know, a girl needs to have some talents in the house, so
Okay.
if you're not good at cooking, you better be real good at sucking dick.
What? You're
It's the
fucking
way it goes.
freak.
Saying how it is, babe. Never a truer word spoken. However, it should never be spoken outside of the game, so don't say stuff like that. It's true, but don't say it. Oh, well, that's okay. Not everyone can cook, and I don't know, can always, there's these days, what, restaurants, deliveries, microwaves, like, no one cooks these days, do they?
Sure.
Is it really okay? Is that what you really think? In this case, she knows she could be better. You know she could be better, but you've given her a pass. So you could have done better to tease her about it or just say what you honestly think, but not go on about it, but just quickly say. I do cook a little bit from time to time, quite like it.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you cook?
I like Italian food, I like healthy food.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got a few like specialties that I make.
Yeah, that's great. I think men are better at cooking than women.
Yeah?
Yeah, all great chefs are men.
Well, that's actually true. One thing men are definitely better at is kissing.
What? Promise me you're never gonna do it again.
I promise. Although that's probably world record speed for getting your balls touched, fondled, it's not the way you want it to happen. But yeah, the men are good at cooking, but actually I'd go as far as saying men are better at pretty much everything.
Oh, come on, you're kidding, right?
Should I be kidding? Well, let's
Yeah.
assume I meant it. Like, what's something women are better at, do you think?
Everything.
What? Bodybuilding, powerlifting,
That's only one side,
Formula
okay?
One racing.
No, women have
Football,
better
hockey.
intuition. Women are better artists. Women are better musicians.
Da Vinci, Michelangelo. What?
I don't
famous-
know, that's stupid.
Oh, maybe in the past women weren't
Actresses
allowed to.
And whatever. Everyone is women.
Playful's always good, so that's a good option. Such nice weather, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And do you do any outdoor activities, or you're usually inside?
Oh no, I love it. I
Yeah.
like walking. You see, I'm in the park right now.
Yeah,
And
in your heels.
actually, I like riding a bike. I
Yeah.
have a bike, and I'm fond of climbing and stuff and
Wow,
different
quite a lot
activities.
then.
Yeah, I like it.
I would have never guessed that you're an active kind of girl, because you've got, I guess you don't have like huge nails or anything, but
No.
long hair. I don't know, that's cool that you're active. This should be part of any conversation where you go from stranger to wanting to see them again, getting the number or instant date, whatever it may be. You need to take it to things that they like to do, because you're looking for that reason to see them again, that common connection or that date suggestion that you can come up with. Well, let's keep the connection. I tell you what, take my Steam ID. It's Gambler
Sorry,
P-U-A-T.
stop. What?
You don't have Steam?
No, I don't.
You know what it is?
I don't.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here then.
What?
I'm not talking to you.
Seriously?
I don't know what she's doing, but anyway, like I said, Gambler PUAT for me. And what's my PlayStation one? Gambler PUA training. Okay, cool. So my idea would be that, I don't know, we pick a day when the weather's good and we could ride bikes, and I could even bring a few snacks and drinks and have a little picnic. I think that would be great.
That's a nice plan.
Excellent. Cool, so put your number in my phone and
Sure.
we'll sort it out.
Okay. Here you are.
That's brilliant, because you've just got such a logical step to then suggest doing this for the date. So it's the right option. Well done. I'll call your phone right now so that you've got my number too, right? Otherwise you won't know who's calling.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay, it's ringing, is it?
Yeah, it's buzzing.
Okay, cool. So you've got my number now as well.
Okay.
If you're going to be getting in touch with her, it makes sense to give her your number. She can also go and, check out your Facebook and do some snooping if she's that way inclined. So when are we going to meet then? How about Tuesday? You free on Tuesday?
I'm sorry, but I'm busy on Tuesday.
Are you not? So I'm free on Wednesday as well. You free on Wednesday?
I guess no, busy.
When are you free then?
Let me think, maybe Thursday actually.
Thursday? Oh, I'm free on Thursday as well. That's great.
Oh, good.
That's all right, but you missed a golden opportunity here to do the work of a few texts by finding out if she's around for the next few days, if she's busy, and to figure out when would be a good time to meet. Leaving that to text means you're leaving it a little bit to risk. Well, it's lovely to meet you. I really look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah.
Come give me a hug. Don't be shy. All right, bye. See ya. Bye. You've kind of overstepped the mark, gone a little bit too far, tried to take a little bit too much from this first interaction. Better to keep it cool and wait until next time. Yep, nice one. You definitely want to be in front, and you want to pay attention to the amount of space between you. Whereas a girl wing woman is actually a pretty cool option, your ex is just going to get in the way because she doesn't actually want you to get any girls. You want to go out with someone that makes you look good. They should look pretty good if possible, at least dress well. They should be someone that puts you in a good mood, has a positive energy, and if possible, one that actually likes talking to girls. But first, we need to set up some code words, right?
Yeah.
So if you're talking to a girl, but then you decide you like that one, then you're going to say, this girl's crazy. And that means you like that girl.
Okay.
And then if you like the other one and you want to do the switcheroo, you're going to say, oh, Richard, I was just thinking about that time in Italy. All right, that one. And then if you decide that you don't like the girls, you can just say, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go as well. Whatever, right? If we don't like them. If you like the girl and you want to take her home, then you can just say, what could you say? Does anyone want some chewing gum? All right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So those are our code words.
Yeah.
If you go out with your friend and you talk to lots of girls, you would find that you have situations where you said, but I thought you liked her. No, I didn't. Well, why was I talking to her friend for 30 minutes? I don't know. I thought you liked your friend. So in order to avoid all these kinds of miscommunications that can happen, it makes sense to just spend a little time thinking about the possible eventualities and coming up with the code words. Even though it does sound a bit geeky, it actually really helps in practice. Dude, I don't know what it is, but I feel like you're going to get lucky tonight. I can just feel it.
Yeah, I feel it too, man.
Uh-oh, look at those two.
Well, yeah.
Which one do you like?
I like the blonde one. I don't know. I don't know what to say to her.
You don't know? Go on, give it a go.
No, I don't know. I don't want to be embarrassed.
All right. I tell you what, have you got any cash, any notes? Just while we wait, I've got something cool.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to show you a magic trick.
Yeah. There you go.
Right, so I'm going to take this $100, put it in my pocket, and it's going to make you talk to those girls.
Richard, come on.
Because you're not getting it back until you talk to them.
Well.
You agree?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Rather than you guys just hanging out at the bar, not doing anything, and having a shitty night, why not use this as a way to get each other talking to women? No, it's wrong. Remember, you're the wingman here, so he needs to be going in first, making the better impression, and then you're just playing a supporting role. Going in together is what a lot of guys do. It doesn't work too well. Much better if one of you goes in, kind of warms things up first.
What should I say?
Dude, just try this. Go up to them and like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late, you know, as if they were waiting for you, and they'd be like, huh? But then they think it's funny.
Do you think it will work?
Then give it a go.
Yeah, so...
Always works, at least 50%.
Okay, so wish me luck.
Good luck. Oh, you are?
You know, okay. You are.
Oh, I'm sorry. The traffic was horrible.
And you are?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Greg.
Hi, Greg. Vicky.
And you?
Monica.
It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
This one's okay, but it might be hard for him to pull it off, so he could choose a better opening line in this case, but also worse one. So it wouldn't get him blown out, it's get him in there, but it's not the best one. You want to allow enough time for him to say something to the girls, get a response, go a little bit further than that, get them comfortable, make sure that they feel good, and then you join exactly at that time. If it's too early or too late, it could be all wrong and mess things up. So around a minute looks right, but when they're kind of engaged in a conversation together, ideally smiling, you can get in there.
Wow, what an amazing party.
Oh, great. So I see you've met the local serial killer. They call him the bonsai killer because he kills children and he leaves a little bonsai tree on them. But apart from that, he's a very nice guy. Anyway.
Richard, don't expose me.
So I'm Richard. Nice to meet you.
Vicky.
Vicky. And your name?
Monica.
Excellent. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This kind of funny stuff that makes them laugh is kind of good in some way, you know, it's that friendly banter. But on the other hand, you know, it takes a little bit away from the relationship because it seems like you're competing or trying to make him look bad. So what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I like reading.
Yeah? What do you read?
Well, now I read Harry Potter books.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What?
No, that's bad. So it means you're like 12 years old or
No, I'm not
13?
12.
14?
No, not even close.
I thought only young girls read Harry Potter.
No, it's not. Have you ever read Harry Potter?
Yeah, I read the first one. Didn't like it. And I watched the second movie.
Oh, well, you know.
Didn't like it. I know it's popular, but I thought it was, you know, a children's thing. But
No, absolutely not.
no, it's got some good stuff.
Yes, I think you should try. You know.
I did like that she gave all the money to charity, J.K. Rowling. You know,
Yeah.
she's very cool. So
Yes,
that's
I really
good.
like
So it's good that you're supporting. Did you pay for it or you?
For books?
Yeah, or
Yes.
you download it.
No, I paid.
That's
I
good.
bought it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well done, you're being a good wingman. That's exactly right. You want to help him out this time. Maybe he'll help you out this next time. And by talking to the other girl exclusively, you free him up to do his thing with the girl that he's into. I like reading too, actually. But don't you think it's rare these days? Like everyone's on Instagram and just distracted by stuff.
Well, you know, maybe, but my friends read all the time, so...
Yeah? We should start a reading club.
I think so.
I think they do that, right? Like everyone reads the same book and then talks about
Yes, actually it's pretty cool.
if you can agree on the book.
Well, not really, you know, you share your opinion, and it's pretty cool to discuss it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's rare for me to meet someone that likes reading, and it's pretty cool. So well done.
I think you have a very nice voice.
When you're being the wingman, you want to make your girl feel good and comfortable. That means that you don't need to do so much teasing and things like that, but you do need to give some compliments, have a friendly conversation, and basically talk her in nicely enough so that she's happy to talk to you, but maybe not too much so that she likes you. And by the way, what are you drinking there?
Champagne. It's pretty good, actually.
Oh, cool.
Cheers.
Amazing.
Cheers.
Oh, ladies, let me get you another one.
Oh, thank you.
Gentlemen, eh?
Yeah.
You know Greg, he's actually my best friend, such a great guy because, you know, I've got lots of friends, but you never know who would really be there for you, right? But there was this one time where I just had this horrible situation, broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and I called him at like 4 in the morning, and he said, I'm going to be there right away. And he got out of bed, came to me, and was talking to me, you know, all through the morning and stuff, didn't sleep. And it really made me feel better. And I knew, because he could have said, oh, I've got to sleep, I'm busy, I'm going to work tomorrow, whatever. But he was really there for me. So since that day, I realised, you know, he's a super guy. And that's why he's my
So
friend.
nice to have such a wonderful friend.
Yeah. This is one of the most powerful moments in the entire game, because if you can do this kind of thing for your friends, and if they can do it for you, it has a huge effect. When you say things about yourself, it's bragging, it's bad, but when someone else says something about you, it's incredibly powerful. So think about something nice that you can say about your wingman, and try it next time. Yeah, so that's good. Anyway, look,
Hey, Rich.
he needs my help. I'll just get the drinks. Hang on a second. Alright, what have you got here? What did you get me? Whiskey Coke? Yeah. Hope it's a double. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So,
Cheers.
cheers everyone.
Cheers.
It's a nice one.
And you normally drink champagne?
Yes, I really like it.
Yeah? What
Yeah.
about cocktails?
Oh, no, not
Vodka?
really. No.
Beer?
No, definitely
How
not.
about beer?
Not really like the taste.
Yeah, I don't like beer as well, actually. Strange, but hang on a second. Hi, it's my mum. It was her birthday today. She's just saying, like, thanks again and whatever. Have a look. What she looks like.
Whoa, she's so pretty.
She looks young, right?
That's why you're so handsome.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, that's nice of you to say. And actually, you're so pretty. You've got such a
Thank
sweet
you.
smile.
Thank you, nice to hear.
But you're a little bit shy, right? Am I right?
Maybe a little bit.
But that's cute. I like shy girls.
Thank you.
Yeah, shy girls are normally good girls. But what is it they say? It's always the quiet ones. There's some like English expression. The quiet ones are trouble.
Well, maybe that's true.
Yeah, true about you?
Maybe.
All right. The worst situation here is if your girl gets bored and wants to leave and drags his girl away. And girls often do that because they're way more loyal than guys. So you need to keep your girl interested, and so as far as you can without being dishonest, you want to work hard to make her like you. When the girls can see each other, they can find a moment, you know, where there's a lull in the conversation, and they can get out of there. If you turn them away so they can't see each other without kind of, you know, looking back, then it makes it much harder for the conversation to break up for either party as long as they can't see each other. So it's the correct option. What food do you like?
Well, I am a vegetarian for 6 years now. Can you believe it?
And you're still alive?
Yes, as you see.
Okay. No, but seriously, do you feel healthier with it?
Yes, actually, I feel much better.
Okay. Seems quite trendy at the moment, and I saw lots of documentaries like this one, Cowspiracy, Forks Over Knives, and it's all, you know, about how eating meat is bad for the environment, having plant proteins or whatever is better, so that's cool. And you're a healthy person in general then?
Well, yes, I think so. And actually, I really love animals, so I just can't eat them, you know.
Do you have some animals?
Yes, I have a dog.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I have fish. I have an aquarium with fishes.
Nice.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Can you do anything active apart from reading? I mean, reading could be active.
Do you mean sports or something?
Yeah.
Well, no.
No?
No.
Zero?
Zero. Well, walking.
Well, you need to walk from your house to different places.
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, can we count it?
Not really. You don't play like volleyball
No,
or
I don't really.
badminton?
No.
No? That's
No.
so strange.
Well, I don't
What
like
about the gym?
sports.
You never been a member of a gym?
Well, maybe I was.
But you didn't go?
Yes, I think so.
Well, that's funny. Well, you look alright anyway. You're in
Thank
good
you.
shape. So
Thank you.
it hasn't killed you yet. At some point, you need to start working for your friend and finding out the necessary information. So staying in this conversation is okay, but you could be more helpful if you found out the stuff that would help you later when you want to close the deal.
Seems like they're getting on very well together.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they look so sweet together. Here, take this a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some snaps. Yo, Vicky.
Yeah.
Craig, look.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's get a nice snap. That's nice, cool. Hey, give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Hey, give me your drink, man.
Yeah.
Because you need both hands for this. Just touch her more, like hug her, you know? Like hug her like you're
Hey,
saving.
stop.
It's alright,
Hey,
babe.
what's
Just
wrong?
a hug.
What's
Hang
wrong?
on.
What's wrong?
Not
Just
very
sit.
comfortable.
Act like he's attacking you. That's perfect.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
no.
Wait.
Stop,
please.
Wait.
What's wrong,
Hang on.
babe?
That's good. Stay like that. Stay like Yeah,
Please
perfect.
stop.
Hang
I don't
on.
like it.
Yeah, come on, babe.
Dude, left hand on pussy. Try.
Are you crazy?
Where are you going?
Yeah,
Wait.
what's wrong, Vicky?
I'm getting all of it. I got it.
Richard, what's wrong?
There's your drink, dude.
Yeah.
Got some cool pics though.
Yeah. They're weird. Yeah.
No girls, but pictures. That's
It's
alright.
okay. We will save on Pornhub.
The sleazy photography routine. Classic, but doesn't really work, does it, in reality? Yeah, they look great together. First, they're actually both quite tall, so they match like that. Because he actually likes tall girls, and it's so hard for him to find someone his height. That's really cool. So
really
he's such a
wonderful.
nice guy. How is she? Is she a good girl?
She's a wonderful girl. I
Yeah?
think your friend is very lucky.
Alright, well hopefully they make it, but let's just chill and see what happens. This is very nice. You're not saying it publicly, you're not saying it to her, but you're saying it to the friend, because you know that after this interaction, they're going to speak about him, and you want the girl that you're talking to be saying very nice things about your friend. So it's the correct choice. Nice one. Monica, what do you think? This place is getting a bit dull, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should make a move after party time, yeah?
I think it's a good idea.
Alright, let's get Vika and Greg and get out of here.
Yeah.
Guys, go
Yeah.
for after party.
Yeah. It will be
Yeah,
great.
come on.
Come on.
She wants to.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
All my ideas are good.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's go. Brilliant. This is exactly the way to do it. You don't want to leave it to him, and you want to first persuade your girl so that there's two people that already want to do the thing, then your friends are going to be three, and the final girl is going to agree to it because, you know, she's just going to be outvoted. You want to go out with someone that makes you look good. They should be, they should look.
God, you're sexy. If we weren't working, I'll just...
What'd you say?
Nothing, I wasn't saying anything, I was just rehearsing. Oh, hang on. Hi.
Yep. Oh, yeah, of course, yes. No, I'll be there. 10 o'clock Tuesday. Okay. Great. See you. Bye-bye. Just a big meeting coming up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is exactly how you should not behave in the office.
Hey, so how's the report coming?
Slowly, but the deadline is approaching, so I have to work on it. But
Yeah? When's the deadline?
the deadline is 2 days.
Okay, you've got a lot left to do.
I mean, I've done most of the research by now, but I have to draft it, and just turn words around and stuff.
So it's just writing now, like you've got all the information.
Yeah, I've got all the information covered, yes. But I hope I'm gonna make it on time.
I'm sure you will. You're usually a fast worker, right?
Thank you, thank you.
The goal here, remember, is to move things out of the office, right, into something social, then something romantic. So sticking around in this office subject, no, you need to move on.
So what do you think of this new guy, Jeffrey?
He's a good lad. It's fine. My friend actually dated him, and to her, he was a total freak.
Oh, no way. That's amazing gossip. Wow, cool. Thank you.
I know, small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he seems alright for working.
Oh, for work,
that's totally fine.
It doesn't matter, but the gossip's cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem.
So what do you do at the weekend?
Basically what I do every weekend. Went
yeah?
out, got a bit drunk.
Every weekend you do that?
Yeah, more or less. And yeah, it's okay to have some fun.
And you always come to work on time. You don't keep vodka bottles in your desk, do you?
No, not yet. That
Didn't
part
get
will
that
come
bad,
later.
All right, cool.
Yep.
To transition from work colleagues to things that are a little bit more personal, a nice way is to ask casually what she did at the weekend. No one would say it's too intimate to answer, right? The conversation subject is quite common. It gives you more chances of connection, so it's a great thing to ask.
Oh hey, next weekend is it's like holiday weekend, extra day. So you got any plans?
I do. I'm going to Las Vegas with my friends.
Oh yeah.
Maybe gonna get married. You never know there.
What? You're gonna get? Oh,
Well,
you're
you
joking.
know,
Ah, yeah, of course, yeah.
And you?
Yeah, I've got big plans. Just got a few options. Need to decide. Different people invited me to cool things and trips. But,
What are the options?
Oh, like flying places, some cool parties, and one of my friends is like friends with celebrity and like house party in Hollywood Hills and stuff. But anyway, I'll tell you after. Because I'm not sure. I need to choose really. I get a lot of invitations.
All right. Make your choice wisely.
Hey, I know you've got this report to finish, but you do seem like a bit more stressed overall.
I know, I'm very stressed. I mean, with this new boss, who's the new head of the department, he's putting so much pressure on us. I really don't like the direction that the company is going.
Well, listen, there's no need to be stressed, right? Try this. There's, these like meditation exercises and all the things like that. So anyway, go with this. Try. this company is not real. Just imagine, like, I'm not in a real company.
You're serious?
Yeah, try and say it. This company
is not real.
I'm a character doing a pretend job. I'm a character doing a pretend job. Do you see where I'm going? Like, nothing really matters.
I'll try it at home.
I'm a character.
If you don't mind.
You know, like a film or computer game.
There are people watching us right now.
This is not real. It doesn't matter. I'm doing this report. It doesn't matter. And then you just don't feel stressed. These are not real letters on my screen.
Let me finish the report, though, and then pretend the office does not exist.
Finish
if you don't mind.
the report that doesn't matter for the company that doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Because you're a character and you're not real.
All right.
You see how it works?
Maybe I'll get a promotion as well,
yes,
which
a
doesn't
fake
exist.
Promotion, yeah. Now you get it. There you go.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
Yeah, you're right. He's just a dickhead, really, to be honest. I think what we should do is we should sneak into the office, like at night when no one's here, go into his office and just take a dump on the floor, maybe piss everywhere or something like that, maybe burn some shit.
How old are you?
35.
For these kids' games.
Kids' games?
Have you heard of work ethics?
Yeah, but look, he's a dickhead. I like taking dumps. It's a perfect combination.
Have you tried a toilet ever for dumps? You know, not people's offices.
Yeah, but you don't like him, right?
Man, but I still think you're going too far.
You don't like him? I thought it would make you happy.
You know, I'm for other ways of solving issues other than dumping in people's offices.
This usually works for me, to be honest, but I'll think, have a think.
I did notice a smell here.
No, I haven't done a dump here.
No?
No.
You sure?
Oh.
Well, you better not.
No, I mean, my nappy is on. Diapers.
I really don't mind if you actually do this. It's quite funny. You will get fired if they catch you. Feel free to do it. I encourage you.
Well, I know it's hard now, but if you think about it, anytime someone new comes in, they make a lot of changes, right? And there's bound to be some period of adjustment. But if you think about it, I think the strategy is correct. And if we just wait a few weeks, I think everything's going to smooth out and it'll actually be a lot better because he seems really smart. So.
All right. Well, I'm hoping you're right.
Yeah, of course. I'm always right. Remember that.
Let's see.
If this is what you really feel, then say it and use some intelligent arguments, some logical points, and try and change her mind. It can generate attraction if you're looking intelligent, doing it in a smart way. So try that.
Hey, you used to work for Baxford, Baxter and Bowtie, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
What happened? Why'd you leave that?
Yeah, I was bored and I was underappreciated there, and I felt that I could do so much more.
Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. That is very nice
Never
to hear.
forget.
I will not. Thank you.
So do you have any vacation plans coming?
Oh, I do, in fact. Big plans.
Yeah?
Going surfing to Portugal all the way.
You're going to surf to there or once you get there?
Well, I'm gonna use a plane to get there, but then I'm gonna surf in Portugal. Yeah.
All right, very nice. I saw on YouTube there's these huge waves, the biggest in the world.
Yeah,
right?
the world record, 30 meters.
My God, that's mental.
Quite amazing, no?
Yeah, beautiful and cool and stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking to beat it, the world record.
All right.
I think I can do it better.
Okay, but anyway, who are you going there with?
Just a group of friends.
So you're just going with friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Girls?
2 girls, 1 guy.
Okay, great. That's going to be really cool.
Yep.
You can't really ask a work colleague, hey, are you single? It's a little bit too close to coming on to it. So smooth way to do it is that. So well done.
What do you have for lunch today?
Indian.
Indian food?
Yeah?
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like it. Because in England we have lots of Indians and, you know, we have so many Indian restaurants. I like it a lot. What do you have?
Chicken curry?
Yeah, spicy or?
Yeah, spicy. I like it spicy.
Vindaloo probably, that's the most spicy one.
Yeah. Good guess, good guess.
Yeah. You know me. I want that report on my desk at 9 a.m. sharp.
Yes, sir. We'll be done.
Okay, and let's fix this a little bit. Straighten this up. There you go.
Yeah? Is that right?
Yes, carry
That's how
on.
you want it?
As you were.
All right.
And increase that font size, +1. There you go.
Done. Anything else? You know,
No.
I'm always open for any
Of
suggestions
course
from
you are.
you.
Carry on.
Will do.
Bringing some playfulness into the workplace is always going to be well received. It's going to build attraction, and here's a way you can do it. So it's a good choice.
Hey, listen, me and some of the guys and girls, we're going to the Shamrock after work.
All right.
You want to come?
The pub around
Yeah,
the corner.
that one, they have pool and darts and ping pong, all that stuff.
I
Yeah.
heard a lot about it.
You want to go? You want to join
I
us?
would love to. I would love to. Thank you so much for the invitation.
All right, of course, it's going to be good. Great.
All right. Cool.
Doing well there, because the best way to invite a colleague out, especially if you're not sure, is to arrange some kind of group event. So that's the way to bridge that gap between people that are just colleagues to people that see each other socially.
Hey, you doing any exercise stuff for the moment?
Yeah, actually, I just started doing CrossFit.
Oh, you do CrossFit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean, your body's just so sexy, and I would definitely be just, you know, I'd like to rub oil all over it, and all. Of course, if we weren't working together, then I would want to like.
And how often do these thoughts come into your head?
Like,
Well, you cannot count to 5.
well, it was quite a big number.
All right.
Yeah,
So it hit double digits.
in an hour. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a bit creepy.
Well,
For a
some say
colleague?
creepy, some say.
I say creepy.
Some also say creepy, to be honest. But you know.
Sorry, I feel sorry for you.
Oh, creepy.
CrossFit, yeah, I've been meaning to try actually. I did try it once, but I just didn't like the place. So, where do you go?
Just around the corner.
Ah, it's like a couple blocks.
Yeah, it's very convenient
It's
from
good?
here. Yeah, it's great.
All right. Well, maybe I'll try that one day. If you don't mind me being in the same class.
No, not at all, not at all. You're
Okay,
welcome. All right.
Again, this is great because it's the kind of innocuous conversation that can nicely lead to something outside of work, doing something together socially.
Karen,
Yes.
I wanted to know. You know, you said you do CrossFit. What else? You go out drinking with friends and stuff for the weekend, but anything else you like to do?
Well, nothing too exciting. I go to the movies, I take pictures, I like photography.
Okay.
Also salsa.
Salsa? Oh, no way. I did it a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you any good?
I got better, but I mean, you know, there's always the instructor guy.
Yeah,
He's amazing, and then obviously not like that, but
Great,
better than
great.
when I started.
I would
Yeah.
never tell you can do salsa. That's great.
I
to
take
know
that as a
that.
compliment. 'cause
Yes,
the,
it is a compliment.
the guy, he looked quite effeminate, to be honest. He trained me. I don't know about your coach. But,
And what do you do in your spare time?
well, I like playing squash. I told you I like photography. Sometimes some dance, a little bit of gym, but also climbing is cool.
Oh, really? Climbing?
Yeah, but not mountain climbing, you know, holding on with one hand, but like these artificial walls and stuff. Yeah, very cool.
Interesting, interesting. So how long have you been doing this?
I've only been like 9 times or something. Why? You
I always
interested
wanted
in
to
it?
try. I mean, I read so much about it and some of my friends are doing it, but I never had the guts to do it myself.
Oh, it's not too scary. You always have someone supporting you
Yeah?
and stuff.
So I
you
can't
just-
fall on my back and break my, I don't know, whatever, back.
Only if they wanted you to and just cut the rope or something. But no, I'm joking. It's very safe and it's really good. You should try.
Which gym do you go to?
Well, there are a few different ones. If you go to the same one all the time, it's boring. So always change it. But there's a good one for beginners. So, yeah, I'll tell you about it. I'll send you details,
Yes,
or
please,
next time I go, I can even, you know.
That would be
invite you.
great. That would be great.
Cool.
Thank you.
From the workplace, it's all about transitioning to personal stuff, but in a smooth way. So it's the right option. Well done.
What you looking at?
It's this design book, but this part is cars. You like cars?
I love cars, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, look, they have the concept like in the beginning, and then how it evolves over time.
Nice.
Like adding wheels, and then adding other stuff, little aerial on top, and then you have everything. Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
I was thinking of getting a Tesla actually.
Yeah?
You like Teslas?
Yeah. Well, you like you into environment and stuff.
I like electricity.
Good choice, good choice. I had many good reviews about it.
Listen, Karen, I know you know the rules really well because of all the legal whatever
Yeah.
thingy bobs. So tell me this: if I were to show you something, would it be sexual harassment? Check it out.
What the fuck? What
Yeah,
the fuck
cool.
is wrong with you? Stop
You like it?
You vile, despicable creature.
Karen, actually, in the break, I just called the climbing club, and on Saturday and Sunday we could go at like 4 o'clock, and there's no people there and stuff. I can book
Okay.
either of those times. So, do you want to go?
Great news, yes, yes. I'm
Which
free.
day?
I'm in any of those. Which
All
one
right,
is better for
let's
you?
say Sunday.
Sunday's good.
Yeah?
Great, yeah.
All right,
Just
great.
after church.
You're joking. you go to church?
Of course I do.
Oh, well,
you?
that's good. Yeah, I go.
Yeah?
Yeah, go there a lot. But anyway, climbing, cool. Sunday,
Yes.
great.
Wonderful. So you've smoothly bridged that gap between just chilling in the office to arranging to do something outside socially. Perfect.
Is this dress new?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
How did you notice?
It shows your figure well.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I like it. Listen, you've got to go right now over to Michelle's office in HR, and you've got to tell her that you need holiday immediately.
Where am I going?
Well, I've just booked tickets to the Maldives, and we're going to go together. It's going to be super romantic.
Just two of
And-
us?
Yeah, of course.
All
It's it.
included?
Most included.
Most
like
included.
breakfast and dinner, and in the middle you're just hungry. But it's okay because you can
Yeah.
swim and all of that stuff.
On my
yeah?
way.
All right, go on then.
I'm on my way.
Would be good, right?
I wish.
Escape from this shithole. Anyway.
No kidding.
This is future projection, you know, getting to her to imagine doing romantic, interesting things with you. It's kind of playful, kind of funny, and it works well.
I'm done for the day. Why don't you pack it in as well?
Whew, you know what? That's the best thing I heard all day.
Yeah? Well, I've got another best thing, a new best thing.
Tell me.
Why don't we get a drink on the way home?
All right,
Yeah?
that's a great idea.
All right, cool. Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
The goal here, remember, is to move things out of the office, right, into something. If a girl's active and she shows an interest in outdoor activities, that can be great, but in this case, it wasn't the option to choose. Coffee's boring, and you know, we love drinking, right? We want some alcohol. Otherwise, you know, how do you make a move if she's sober? Oh, God. Plus, a lot harder to keep the conversation going in a coffee shop. Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the best option.
Good to see you too.
Come take a seat over here.
Thank you.
Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates and it gets really awkward because you've got that eye contact the whole time, you run out of stuff to say, it feels super uncomfortable, and the worst thing, you can't touch her up, right? So it's much better to sit side by side. So how have you been the past few days? What have you been doing?
Actually, quite a lot. I went to the gym as usual,
Okay.
and then did some work, but it's boring, right?
Yeah.
And last night I watched a movie.
Okay, what movie?
It was Seven with Brad Pitt, a nice one.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's kind of psychological, serial killer, scary.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah, I like
it is
it.
very scary. I liked it very much. I think it's very smart.
But it's a strange film for a girl. It's not like Sex
Is
and the
it?
City or like Finding Nemo or something. It's
Yeah.
it's quite a tough film, right?
Yeah, it is. But I like tough films.
So you
They
watch
make-
horror movies and things like that?
Yeah, I do. I do quite often. I think they make you think, and it's interesting.
But not. What if there's loads of blood and people dying? You can watch it, or you kind of cover your eyes and stuff.
Not like that. I wouldn't watch The Saw or something like that because it's stupid, I think. But this one is very smart. You should know if you watched it.
Yeah, it is very smart. You're always thinking about how they can catch him and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's quite
exactly.
cool. All right.
Exactly.
What else have you got going on?
Actually, I'm moving house at the moment, and it's
Alright.
very, very difficult and annoying because there are all those boxes I have to move and all my
You have
stuff.
to pack things
Yeah,
up.
back
and-
up and then transport it all. Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah, they say it's a stressful thing to do to move house.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I think the main thing you're going to need is some muscles. So let me check your biceps. Show me what you've got here. Flex it. Come on. See the Arnie move? It's kind of like a P, isn't it? Not much there.
No, it isn't. I'm strong.
Maybe. I remember I worked actually for a few days when I was a teenager as a removal guy. Like
Oh.
carrying all the stuff.
Really? Did you like it?
It was very physical, and actually I did. Yeah, I think it's good for fitness and stuff. So maybe you'll enjoy it, carrying stuff.
Hopefully I will.
Nice one. You didn't fall for the trap, which is to always offer loads of help to girls that you want to sleep with. You want to resist that as much as possible. And here you've turned it around and actually used it as a way to get a little bit physical and playful. Well done.
I know you're busy now with the house and stuff, but what do you normally do in your free time? Do you do any sports?
Yeah, of course I do sports.
Why, of course.
It's my main hobby, going to the gym, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like it very much.
What do you do there?
I do a lot of different things, actually. The main one is doing weights, usual stuff.
Okay.
And I also do 1 hour stretching a week.
Yeah.
It's very, very painful, but very rewarding as well.
For flexibility.
Yeah,
so you
I
want
like
to be able
it.
to do splits or
Yeah, that's
or
my goal.
kick people in their heads or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and also I do Pilates sometimes. Yeah, so it's interesting as well. And what about you? Do you do sports?
Yeah, I've done lots of sports. I used to do boxing, used to play squash. I always try and do something physical, and at the moment I just do normal gym, like weights and things. But I don't get huge because I don't do protein shakes and all this stuff. So
That's good.
just go to the gym, and I'm doing things for like endurance, you know, have good fitness and whatever.
That's good.
And what else do you do apart from physical stuff?
Apart from physical stuff, I like reading. Actually, I read every day, and it's very, very interesting for me.
Oh yeah? What are you reading now, or what's the last book you read?
I've just finished Bulgakov's Master and Margarita, but it wasn't the first time I've ever read it. So.
You read it again? So
Yeah, I like it very much.
one of your favorites?
Yeah, one of.
That's nice because it's classic literature, not like, you know, Harry Potter and Da Vinci Code and the girl with the dragon tattoo and all this stuff.
So you like reading as well?
Yeah, and I like reading not just fiction, but if I read fiction, I like classics. But I like reading sometimes psychology, business, biographies, all types of different stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like psychology as well, and biographies of famous people. That's good.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. And tell me, do you do anything creative, or I don't know, like singing, dancing, playing the violin, whatever?
Actually, I'm absolutely useless at singing.
You can't sing?
Can't do that, and don't like
I was going to
it.
ask you to sing for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe we'll get you lessons and you can sing for me.
That can be interesting. Maybe one day. And I can't play any musical
None of
instruments.
them?
Well, no.
Even this xylophone thing or the...
Maybe.
Do you know this triangle, that one? You just...
Can do that, I think, because that's easy. And the creative thing I do is actually painting.
Thank you. Painting is really interesting, actually. But
Yeah, it is.
but tell me, like, what does it give you? How do you feel?
Oh, it gives me a lot. In the first place, it helps you to reveal something inside. And in the second place, it helps you to express your emotions. And it's really interesting.
So it's not something, because I'm not a painter, right? So it's not something where, you know, you're sitting here, for example, and you just paint the bar and you're just trying to kind of copy it. It's something where something's coming from inside based on how you feel and who you are.
Yeah, it is. It is, because I like to create something that may not even exist in the real world. So it's basically my imagination. But sometimes I like to paint something that exists, if it's, for example, beautiful scenery or something I really like.
Very nice. So it's not, it's something that serves a purpose, like, emotionally for you as well, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. I'd love to see some of your paintings one day.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
would be lovely. I would be happy to show you something.
Marvelous. That's exactly what you want to do, because when someone has a passion, you want to dig down in it, get them speaking and telling you about their feelings, and it's definitely the way to go when someone reveals a life passion. So pay attention to that. Let's not leave this sitting here. Yeah, have a drink.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So tell me, how about traveling? Do you travel?
Oh, yes, I do.
And what do you normally do? Do cities or adventure holidays?
Actually, I like both. I like cities, and I went to many places in Europe for example, Prague and Berlin and Rome. Rome is amazing, so I like that.
There, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Europe is beautiful, and I also went to some exotic places like Lebanon, for example.
Lebanon?
Yeah,
it's not dangerous there.
It was quite scary because I thought it was dangerous, but probably it wasn't at the moment. It was fun because I like to see different things and, you know.
Different cultures and whatever. But Rome is very touristy, right?
Yeah, all these crowds, you're right.
And then Lebanon is probably not very touristy, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, very different.
So you like
can see the contrast.
different kinds of things, not
Yeah,
always the same stuff in the same hotel and speak in, you know, places where, because English people are different. Some like to go to, for example, Spain every year to the same place,
Really?
only speak English, they don't know any Spanish.
That's quite boring.
Yeah, and then some people like just going somewhere super exotic where there are no tourists. I'm more like the second type. I don't like tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I go somewhere and the other English people are, oh no, you know, I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Oh, really? So you don't like English people?
When I'm traveling somewhere and you're just surrounded by, you know, people from your country, you don't feel like you're traveling. And if everything's in English, you don't feel like you're traveling. So I like to go somewhere and only meet locals, to go to the local place. Like you would have seen it in Rome. You can go to some restaurants where it's all just Americans.
Yeah, just tourists all around.
Or you can go to a restaurant if you're lucky and you're like, oh, I'm sitting with Italians, so I must be in the right place, not the tourist.
Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. I should try that.
Yeah. And tell me, what's the I don't know, coolest place you've been or most interesting?
Something that I really liked, yeah?
Yeah.
Recently I went to Cuba and it was amazing. I really, really liked it.
Cuba, that's really interesting because it's kind of a strange country, right? It was Americans weren't allowed to go there for so long. They've got this reputation for the politics, but it's not very developed for tourists, right? So it must be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's not, and that's what's interesting actually, because it's not easy to get internet even there, you know.
No internet yet.
Yeah. There is internet, but it's kind of difficult.
Slow and stuff.
Yeah, very interesting.
But I like
Completely
having
different.
a break from the internet. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I liked it, but not all people can handle it. Can you?
No. Yeah, I can handle it. I like to
Good.
unplug sometimes, and then you feel how relaxing it is when you're not checking your phone all the time. But,
Yeah, right. I do it sometimes as well, and I really liked it.
but tell me, like, what's the cool stuff about Cuba? What did you really like about it?
Everything. I just liked everything. The nature was amazing. Very beautiful. And the
Trees,
people.
beaches.
Yeah, the main thing was actually the people, because they're very, very friendly and very different. And it was very peaceful there and safe, and everything was wonderful. Actually, yeah. You have to.
People are often the most important thing, yeah? Because if they're rude or if there are too many tourists, then it just can destroy the holiday, right?
Sure.
But you said they're very, very friendly, so you felt good there.
Yeah, you're right. I felt very good there.
Very nice.
Excelente. You know, holidays are something that bring out a lot of emotions, you know, just compared to her telling you about, I don't know, her day at work, compared with a recent holiday. So it's an area that you want to explore and you want to find out what she felt during that period so that she can kind of relive it and start feeling good again in that moment with you as she tells you about it. Plus, it's keeping the attention on her rather than just cutting her off and talking about something else.
And what about you? Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I do like travel. I don't like it as much as I did because when I was younger, I would go away for months at a time and just go to different countries and, you know, come back home and then 2 weeks later go away again. Now I'm more settled and I like spending time at home, but I would say like every month I like to go somewhere. And I spend a lot of time in Barcelona. I've got a nice place there, it's by the sea, and have it all, you know, nicely set up with big television and PlayStation and stuff, so it's really cool.
Oh, really? PlayStation, you said?
Yeah.
You play often?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, really? I think games are just a waste of time. Don't you think so?
Well, look, I kind of get what you mean because it's, you know, some people might say it's immature or something, but
it's a little bit different nowadays because older people play, and even in this TV show House of Cards, he's the president, but he plays games. It's quite funny, but
Yeah, sorry.
I won't try and convince you that it does good stuff for your brain and your reflexes and kind of memorizing maps and things.
Okay.
But specifically for me, the way I work in my business is I need to have just a few big ideas, you know, every now and again. So I'm not sitting there all day doing repetitive stuff. I need to be creative and think of something powerful. And when I'm playing a game, I'm not 100% in there at all. I'm kind of detached and I'm coming up with ideas. So it's something that actually is not, you know, I'm sitting there playing a game. I'm actually having these big ideas, just like you might if you're in the bath, you know, and you think, oh, that's good, you know, like this. And something I also do is if I'm playing something that doesn't need audio, you know, where it's not really important, like a racing game or sports, then I listen to audiobooks.
Oh.
And actually, I remember a few years ago I studied Chinese, and I would be able to sit for hours just listening to the Chinese because I was playing the game, so I didn't get bored. Because if you're just listening to language learning, you can't do it for long, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
it really
tiring.
helped me, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah, maybe.
It's not so bad. And there's some girl games I'm going to let you try. There's one called Flower where you control, I don't know, growing flowers and flying
really?
around and stuff, yeah.
Okay, maybe I would give it a try then.
Brilliant. But do you know why this works? It's because women find it very attractive when a guy shows his intelligence. All women want a guy that's more intelligent than them, and it's very cool if you can persuade her to your point of view. So anytime you can do this, anytime you've got the facts at hand or a strong argument, you can persuade her. It's actually really attractive and sexy, so do it. And what about you? Do you have any like guilty pleasures? You watch some really dumb TV shows, like reality stuff or something?
Well, let me think. Definitely not TV shows, because I never watch TV actually.
Never?
Never. I don't like it.
You don't have a television?
Only movies.
Ah,
I have
movies.
television, but only
Okay.
for movies and stuff. And I need to tell you that one guilty pleasure I used to have was smoking, actually,
Oh.
but I managed to give up. And
Are you sure you're not going to start again?
no, now
If I had a cigarette now and say, come on,
no,
smoke.
thank you. No, I gave up, so
That's
no
good.
more. And I think nothing else, basically.
All
And what
right.
about you?
Actually, people are often surprised when I tell them I've never tried a cigarette.
Oh, really?
never
Not
smoked them.
once.
No, I smoked other things, but never a cigarette.
Okay.
Strange, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
And in general, no, I think I'm quite, nothing too bad, you know, not a crazy alcoholic or addicted to anything
That's
that I
good.
shouldn't be addicted to. So, no, it's not too bad. And let me ask something that's a little bit, for me it's interesting, right? So indulge me here.
go
What
on.
are your bad habits? Like, what are some bad qualities?
Like that. I think I can't really trust people well, so
Oh,
sometimes...
you know you can trust me.
No,
Of
I
course
don't
you
know.
can.
Sometimes I can seem a little bit unfriendly with people I don't know.
Ah.
So maybe that's a bad point about me. And also, I'm crazy about being on time everywhere. So sometimes I'm panicking when I'm running late and can be really angry or something like that.
That might be a problem.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
You're always late.
I'm never late, but I
Don't
arrive.
tell me that.
I arrive like 3 seconds before.
Before.
Always
You're
before.
sure not after?
I'm late if it doesn't matter, but if it matters, like a flight or a train or when people are waiting, I'm not late. But if it doesn't really matter, if we kind of say, oh, around that time, then I wouldn't. And getting to the airport, yeah, not hours before. Hate it. So that might be a problem.
Yeah, that might be a problem actually, because I like to come in advance. Don't know what to do now. I can try it your way, because actually I end up wasting hours just
Well,
sitting there and
if
waiting.
in the future, right, this is our first date, but if in the future we go somewhere,
Okay.
you can just go to the airport like 5 hours before, do whatever you want,
I'll meet you
and
there.
I'll just come, I'll just come later and meet you on the plane.
Okay, that sounds funny.
All right. I need to figure out a way to touch her now. So if I'm not mistaken, you have hands, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Hi, let me see this. Oh my God.
What? What's wrong?
Has anyone ever done a palm reading for you?
Oh no, never.
No? I can see why. This is very, very strange.
What's that?
You know this line? This is the lifeline, right?
Maybe.
And it would be very long if you lived in the Paleolithic era. But
Why?
but as it is, it's not so long. But that's okay. It's better to live well than long, right? You know, you don't be 300 years old, but have a
Not sure
awful life. So that's that one. Don't think too much about that.
I won't.
Next one is, this is your love line. As you can see, it's not been so good, but then it changes and everything gets pretty good, and that's around, when would that be? Today.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, really?
So
You're joking.
that's all good.
That's
Children,
the joke, right?
happiness. Joke? No, really. It's around today. You can't tell exactly, but around, give or take, a week or an hour, something like that. This one is your fortune, and again, it's quite unlucky, but then someone brings a lot of luck and happiness. So
Who's that?
I don't know who. It could be anyone, but probably someone
Okay, I'll pretend
someone close by. So
that I believed you.
No, it's very scientific. You can, there's books.
Oh, really?
I studied for a long time.
Well done.
It depends what kind of box you want to be in. If you want to do this kind of silly stuff, it can actually work on a lot of girls, surprisingly. Even if you think it's bullshit, the majority of girls like this stuff. However, it's a little bit calculated. So it depends where you sit on that issue. But for me, it's not the best thing to do, and you should try to do without it. And do you like going out to bars, partying, all that stuff?
Actually, no, I don't really like it because people are just drinking there, and I don't really like to drink.
Like us?
No,
You don't like to drink? Cheers.
no,
Cheers
they
to that.
just cheers. I think they're just drinking a lot, and then they're crazy, dancing everywhere,
You
smoking.
mean like shots and...
Yeah, all this.
Hard
I don't
drinking.
really like that. Yeah, but sometimes I go with my friends when they make me go, basically.
You like
Yes.
dancing? Can you dance?
I really can dance when I feel like dancing, but it doesn't happen often. That's why I don't go.
So, do I believe you, yeah? So if I caught you in the club, you wouldn't be dancing on the bar or the table?
No, nothing like that, never.
You're controlled.
Yeah, I'm very,
Okay.
very self-controlled.
But you're single at the moment. You don't
Yes, I
go
am.
to bars to meet men?
Really, I don't think it's a perfect place to meet someone nice.
What do you do then? Internet?
No, internet, I don't believe in that. I
Okay.
think that it's better just to live your life, to work and go to the parks, wherever you go, and then one day you will meet someone when it's time.
That's very romantic. So you believe in fate?
Yeah, I do.
So you're single at the moment, right?
Yes,
You
I
haven't
am.
got secret lovers and husbands all around the world or something?
No.
Okay, and how is it? Because I know some girls, they're never single. They just have relationships, split up into the next one.
Yeah, maybe. I quite like it. I think it's better to be single than with someone you don't like or something like that. That's why I really enjoy that. I have a lot of free time to develop my personality and to do something, read and do more work. So I like it.
What's your longest relationship?
It was about a year.
A year? I once met a girl who said 2 weeks to that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Don't
Amazing,
you think
right?
so?
Yeah, very strange.
What about you?
My longest was my first relationship, 2.5 years.
Oh, that's quite long.
Yeah. But how long have you been single this time?
It's about 3 months now.
3 months. If you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why did you break up with your last man?
Oh. Actually, we broke up because he was useless in bed.
I'll tell you what we can do about that. Bear with me for a second. One evening, come round, because I want to show you some stuff anyway. I've got an aquarium, whatever, you're going to love it. But anyway, come round and we'll pick some, I've got candles, these aroma candles, whatever.
Right.
And very nice music. So
think of a track you really like, maybe
Okay.
something like The Weeknd. We'll put that on.
Amazing.
And give me like 3 to 5 minutes to show you what I can do. You'll love it. And it doesn't take long, that's the benefit.
It's a joke, right?
I don't know, we'll see.
Okay.
From time to time, girls up the ante sexually and say things like this, and you need to be able to respond in the right way. One of the options is to be playfully tongue-in-cheek about it, but in a way that shows confidence. So that will work.
So yeah, when I'm single, I'm definitely on dates because it's the best chance to meet girls and see if anyone would be good for a serious relationship.
Yeah.
But what kind of qualities do you like in a man?
Oh, actually, numerous
Many?
qualities. Yeah, but
Okay.
I think the most important are that he is honest and
Oh, dear.
trustworthy.
Oh no. No, I'm joking.
It's not about
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, of course, I would like someone very responsible
Yeah.
and very manly, someone who can
Manly, like
handle.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and shooting people and
no.
tattoos and...
I don't mean the appearance. I mean the
Okay.
inner world, right? The character and everything.
like decisive and
Yeah, really
not
strong
a
character.
weakling and stuff
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I like smart guys, obviously. That's very important.
Well, okay, cool. Sounds like you're talking about someone.
Are you really?
Yeah. Do you know what kind of girls I like?
I don't know. I can guess beautiful girls, probably.
I like blonde, brown eyes. I'm
Okay.
joking. No, of course, the physical appearance is important to start with, and
well.
then... No, I'm going to be honest, right? You said you like honest guys, so I'm
Yes,
not going
I
to
do.
start lying immediately. So definitely physical appearance is important, and then after that, intelligence, curiosity, of course, honesty, like you said, and I like them to be actually quite different from me, so that they can tell me something different.
Yeah, that's
And,
interesting.
Yeah,
I like it too.
but as you know, we agree it's quite hard to find someone.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard.
You know what? You're just adorable. Look at you, like a little baby lamb.
No, thank you.
In fact, look at you, you're so shy. Exactly like a little baby lamb.
Oh,
Has anyone ever told you that before?
no, never.
I'm going to save you in my phone as Kate, brackets, little baby lamb.
Playfulness, laughing goes quite well with seduction, so this is not a bad option. It just could be a little bit better. Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the best option. Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates and it gets really awkward because you've got that eye contact the whole time, you run out of stuff to say, it feels super uncomfortable, and the worst thing, you can't touch her up, right? So it's much better to sit side by side. Nice one. You didn't fall for the trap, which is to always offer loads of help to girls that you want to sleep with. You want to resist that as much as possible. And here you've turned it around and actually used it as a way to get a little bit physical and playful. Well done. Marvelous. That's exactly what you want to do, because when someone has a passion, you want to dig down in it, get them speaking and telling you about their feelings, and it's definitely the way to go when someone reveals a life passion. So pay attention to that. Okay. Congratulations, you made it. You got all the way to the end and completed all 10 levels. Now there is an even better ending if you go through and you complete them all with 5-star ratings, plus get 50% completion, but it will be worth your while, so I suggest you go and do it. As a reward for completing the game, I'm going to give you a few secrets in the making of it. Now, did you notice this? That there's a scene with a girl called Alexa and there's another one called Jenna. We're talking about the club dance floor and the girl on street and also first date. Did you notice that that's actually the same girl? That's actress Shanna Vincent. Something else in the game is that in the friend-to-girlfriend level, Lilia, the girl in it, is actually my friend. She's my friend since 2012. And so a lot of the stuff in that level is true, like her going on to a design course. Finally, maybe most shocking is that the girl Kate is actually my wife of, I don't know, about 6 months ago. So you didn't know that, and that's kind of like a silly little reward for you finishing the game. But if you want to go a little bit further and get the best possible ending, then I've got an even better surprise for you. So maybe go ahead and do that. But again, thank you so much for playing, and I hope you really loved the game. You're just so beautiful, and I want to give you a kiss, actually.
Whoa, no.
Why not?
Because I don't know you.
I'm not trying to fuck you in your arse or anything. I'm just trying to give you a kiss.
You know what?
What? Don't hit me.
That's going to be the throwing. The throwing.
Yeah, I work in IT, but I wouldn't say that... I don't feel like today's going well, I don't know. Hey, listen, I have a few minutes, so would you say we just quickly grab a coffee before we go our separate ways?
Yeah, okay, that would be nice.
No, you want to give me your number,
shoot,
surely.
I'm so sorry. I thought we were doing it again for some reason. Okay, no, let's do it.
You say you
We're
can't,
good.
but... That's good advice, actually, thank you. And
No problem.
what did you just do? You had kapusta. Okay, we'll do it again.
So how do you like this place?
I think it's boring here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, just give it a chance. I don't know. We should just wait for a minute. I don't know. Oh! What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Hey, stop it! What? Hey! What's wrong with you?
Anyone?
Sexy girls.
Let's go.
Thanks.
Cool. You're probably the kind of person you eat half your dinner and then throw it away.
No, I'm not. That bad.
Imagine there's a thingy. What is it? What is it? Imagine there's no people. What?
You can just say like,
Imagine all the people living for today.
so do you think this, like, the drink is also for cheap or for
This drink?
free? Yeah.
This was very cheap. This was very drink. No, it was very cheap. This was very cheap. I don't want to drink the Coke, but okay, I will. It was good though. But it was good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Как там? Что это
I
вообще?
don't know.
I don't know either.
Надо...
Judging us for eating burgers and fries.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's some weird vegan then.
Very what? Maybe do it again, and you're not vegan. Is it okay?
Okay.
And I'm trying to persuade you to be vegan.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. And I also love playing with my dog. What?
No, we're pausing for the choice. Okay, but now something else. And later fish.
No. We're gonna talk together.
But this is an orange choice.
Okay. That's complicated. Why should I tell you this?
Because it's a green choice, babe.
Okay, then. So I'll tell you.
Alright, we'll do it again.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Sure, I'll do it for blowjob.
It is sure. Oh my god. Okay.
Ready? Everyone? Well, so what? You know, men work sometimes, and to be honest, like, could you really do better?
Really?
I said she's from Russian countryside.
Yes, but like I want more. Like you came from.
You don't need to do this. You're not in the camera. Look at me, everyone.
Are you looking at this guy? Yeah.
Pause. Yeah. Okay. We got it, yeah? Stop. I'll pretend I'm drinking my coffee. Yeah. Okay.
I just don't feel myself beautiful.
Feel yourself. Touch yourself.
What's the problem?
Okay, that was enough about me. Let's talk about you. How's your life like? Actually, I think...
By the way... Here you go. Take this.
Thanks.
So maybe you don't want to talk about it, but it's better in the beginning, right? So what happened? Choose first. Okay. Okay. I was like, why is Lydia looking at me strangely? Okay. Okay?
We kiss?
Yeah. Why are you laughing already? It's not good.
Because she's doing this. Ты что? Ты не видел, что было в прошлый раз? Это...
Подожди. Если ты когда целуешь, там как-то...
Let's take this to the bedroom.
Actually, no. I think we should go home.
Well, I'm already home.
Good for you.
Maybe we should take this to the bedroom. Come on.
It's too late. I better be
We
going.
need a few... Oh, okay, alright. I'll show you out.
А телефон с собой взять?
Бля. Это мой трюк. Да.
Давайте, не стопаемся.
No, better go.
Wait a second. Where are you going?
Freshen up.
You going to wash your fanny?
Было?
I don't know, you're just nervous because you're with me on a date, but that's alright.
No, that's fine. Don't think you're the reason, though. Terrible.
No, maybe B.
No way.
B minus, with room for improvement.
What?
Kiss me longer. Lesbian. Okay, try it.
You call me a prostitute?
Maybe try and be angry.
Are you calling me a prostitute? Очень получилось. Нет, я хороший человек.
Let me try and upset you first.
So we're gonna be busy all night.
You what?
No, with you.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's cool. Yeah. Are you joking? No.
No. Well, would you like me to joke or not?
No.
No?
No. Oh, forget the report.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm printing so much today. The poor
so
rainforest.
Yes, exactly. So much.
You're free, right?
Yeah, you know I like eating. Can we do that on Thursday? Yeah?
What?
Should be busy.
Should be busy?
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, busy then?
Red. Rosso.
Red.
Hey, after work, me and some of the guys and girls, we're going to the Shamrock Bar.
All right.
Сразу? Hey, listen, after work, a few of us, me and some of the boys and girls, we're going to... Okay. Alright, it's a long way off, but at least this is a lot of time for me to practice my cooking, so
Yeah,
it should be
well,
really tasty by then.
By that time I move to Russia or somewhere.
Что мы будем делать с этим?
What?
Тут волосы.
Huh? Oh. It's yours. Keep it.
No, I was designing the stuff. Like you know. Yeah. I have many talents.
What? No.
То есть я лойер, оно все друг к другу соотносится? То есть я должна быть лойером?
Well, I don't know, just don't say you did everything.
Okay.
You do want to go home, right? So you should be happy. Lesbian. Sorry, excuse me.
I think I might leave. I think I should leave now. Actually, no. It's kind of gross. Alright. I'm gonna trip on this.
Okay, we ready, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, did we hear the car alarm in the last one? Sure. Just good. It went off. What is happening? Ugh. You good?
Let's go. Нет?
Let's go help him move furniture and then.
Надеюсь тоже, что будет.
They're setting up in there. So I actually do photography too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What camera do you use?
It's just a Canon 5D Mark III.
Again?
Okay.
Trying to still do a little bit here and there.
We got it.
We got it in time, yeah? Just, yeah, just...
I have a feeling of when it comes.
Let's just use like a little bit of music right there or something. That's good timing.
It's synchronized.
This is going to be really funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to practice first? I'm slapping you, yeah?
This slap is in the daytime. You can slap me here as well if you like.
Yeah,
slap me here.
Because,
Okay,
if
do
you're
what you
leaning
like.
in, I can't slap you.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
You okay?
Yeah. But I kind of like a handful, so let me just measure up. Oh!
Fucking pig!
What?
Sorry, is it okay?
That was my ear. fine.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, not like boobs. So let me just see how you measure.
Oh my god, fucking pig!
I was doing it hours before. All right, do it again. Sorry. Go around.
You're like leaning away from me
I
because
know,
you
I know.
you know it's coming.
Okay.
You're really leaning in.
I know, it's my boxing training. Okay,
We're ready.
wait, let's cool things down because I'd like things to be really special with you because you're a special girl. So I need to buy some candles. I need to get this new. My playlist is really old, so I need to, get some fresh tunes and stuff. So let's plan a date soon. You know what? I've been thinking it for a while, but this guy's just a dick, and you just need to dump him, basically. Get rid of him. You can do better.
Well, thank you very much.
Anytime.
But I think it's not a good reason to dump him at
Well,
the moment.
Look, you're not perfectly happy, and a girl like you should be perfectly happy. So why don't you just text him now and tell him we're finished,
No,
it's
it's
over.
a little bit too soon. So I will sort it out myself. Don't worry about it. Let's just change the subject.
Well, actually,
It's okay.
I forgot to say, but I went. My psychic. I went to see him.
No, I didn't know you, so you
I've
never
got a
saw him.
psychic, and they're always right about everything. So I went to him again, and I happened to just ask him about you because we're close friends, and he said she's in a toxic relationship. The longer she stays in it, it will rot her soul, and she will be cursed into damnation. Something like
Tell
that.
your psychic
It was.
to not worry
Well,
about
I don't need
me.
to tell him anything. He knows already what's going on.
Just don't worry about us. We will sort it out. Just let's.
Do
let's
you really
stop
want to
this
be cursed
conversation.
into
I don't wanna-
damnation and,
It's not
have-
that bad.
Well, he said it is, so...
I know better how it is. I just have tiny problems because of the time, because
We
of
could
this
take
project.
a picture together, like, it looks like we're together, but
We
we're
have
just
million of
friends.
pictures
No, but like a
together.
more romantic one, and then we send it to him, he gets angry, you get rid of him, something like that. Or I could call him for you.
That's very smart, but no, thank you.
Say that you've run away with me, something like this.
How are you anyway? What's going on?
I'm fine, but what about dumping this guy? I think we need to do it.
Richard, no,
You
please,
need
let's
an
stop.
intervention, like
You're
a
annoying.
drug addict.
You're annoying. Please.
Annoying.
Mm,
Well, think about it. I'll talk to my
I
psychic
promise
again.
I will. Let's stop it. Any other subject we can discuss?
Well, that's very bad on one hand, right? Because it means you kind of eat unhealthy food sometimes.
Yeah, but
on
sometimes.
the other hand, it's something very good because it means you'll put anything in your mouth. So, for example, I don't know,
What?
burger and fries, milkshake, chicken wings, 8 dicks with extra jizz, pizza, anything. So that's
Excuse
great.
me?
I'm glad I met you.
That's nasty,
I'm liking you more and more.
How could you even come up and say this kind of stuff?
I don't know, babe. I'm just honest. So
Don't
I
call
speak
me
from
babe.
the heart. I
Oh,
speak from the
no.
heart. And from the dick, but that's for later.
From the
No,
dick. He's
well,
saying from the dick, not from the heart. Okay.
Both.
No.
Both. And right now it's from the heart.
Okay. No.
But really, now I'm talking from the bottom of my dick. So
I know
you're
what?
listening
Fuck
to me.
off,
Oh, it's so sexy when you talk to me like that. Give me some more.
Uh,
Oh, it's so sexy when you look at her like that.
Are you?
Oh, it's so sexy
Are
when
you
you look
crazy?
at me
Don't
like that.
touch me.
Yeah, do that angry face. Sexy
God.
bitch. Look at you.
Do you want to get out of here?
Yeah, baby. It's so
Yeah.
sexy. Touch her
Nah,
hands.
not with
Touch
you.
her
Why?
hands like that.
No.
It's so sexy the way you do that. You love it. The further you go, the more you love me, remember? Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I've got something very special because it's all about how to meet girls in bars and clubs. As you can see, we've taken over the whole nightclub, we've kicked out all of the guys and all of the ugly girls, and I'm going to be sharing my very best tips for how to go out to a bar, to a club and be successful with girls. So make sure you watch to the very end because I'm going to be sharing a lot of my favorite stuff. So here we are, I'm with my good friend Alex, and it's actually quite a realistic situation because the person I've been out most with to bars and clubs is this man right here, Alex. Now, we're very different to the average guys, but we see a lot of the average guys when they're out, and they tend to kind of stand like that, and they're kind of, you know, checking out where are the girls like that, looking around. They look quite creepy, they look quite bored, and if a girl walks past, they'll be kind of like this, like you know, plotting and scheming about how to talk to the girl. And that's, you know, maybe if she doesn't see it, you might think it's okay, but there's always other girls in the place. And even girls that are behind, they'll notice when guys are doing things that are very obvious. So me and Alex, we try and do things a little bit different and stand out. We're facing each other, we're talking, we're having fun, we're always smiling, we've always got a good vibe about us, we're joking, we might be making fun of people or something like that. Whatever it is, making jokes about different things, talking about what's going on. And if a girl is there, we don't pay too much attention to her. We notice her, but we don't pay too much attention. But we have this nice vibe between us. And what normally happens is when girls come and they're choosing a place to stand, they're not freaked out, you know, by us. So they're happy to kind of stand by us at the bar. So we're normally surrounded by a bunch of girls even before we start doing anything. So guys, bear that in mind when you come into a place and you're thinking about how to behave when you're with your friends. Okay, so what I want to demonstrate here is, you know, approachability of girls. So if a girl is single, she's going to behave in a certain way, and if she's got a boyfriend, she's a lesbian, or she's catching up with her friend that she hasn't seen for 10 years, she's going to behave a little bit differently. So these girls have positioned themselves close to the wall, so you can't kind of creep in there and talk to them. The girl on this side has her back turned, and there's very little space between them, and they're involved in a, you know, an intimate conversation. So they're difficult to talk to. Girls standing like this, like I said, are less easy to approach. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. I'm going to show you how you could do it later. But if you're doing your first approach, if you're a little bit nervous, you probably want to start with something a little bit easier. At the other end of the scale, you've got girls that are kind of presenting themselves. They're more available. They're probably single. They want guys to talk to them, and they will be, you know, facing outwards. They'll still be talking to each other, but they'll be looking around. You know, a guy comes in there, a guy's walking there, and they'll kind of notice him. So they're aware of people in the room, they're looking out for new guys that are coming in, and they might hold eye contact, they might smile, and these would be the girls that would be more approachable. Like I said, it's up to you if you want to approach difficult girls or girls that are going to be more receptive, but start to be aware when you're kind of out and about, the girls that would be more and less approachable. So one of the pieces of advice that I always give to guys is they shouldn't just, you know, stand in the whole place, in the same place the whole night. That's because you want an opportunity to walk around the bar, the club, to get a chance to see all of the girls that might be there, that you might want to talk to. But also, when you're walking around, you have lots of opportunities to start interactions. When you're passing someone, it's a natural situation to just notice something, to start a conversation, to cheers with them or whatever. And too many guys that I've been out with that haven't had, you know, lots of training, they walk, when they're in a place, they walk very quickly, like they've got to get somewhere. So there's the pretty girls there, but they'll be walking through and they're just looking down or they're looking ahead, and they walk at such a pace that they don't have a chance to spark any situations with the girls. So even if they walk through and a girl was smiling at them and they might say, oh, I think that girl liked me, but the time it's happened, he's already way past. So it sounds really, really simple, but one of the major pieces of advice that I give guys is that when they're walking around a bar or a club, they walk slowly and they make eye contact with everyone. So they've got some time to catch the eyes of a girl, and they're judging just from that few seconds of eye contact. You know, is she smiling? Is she receptive? Is she interested? If you have eye contact and immediately she looks away, it's a big difference to if you have that eye contact and she maybe smiles and she's a little bit shy, or she just holds the eye contact and smiles. If you've got one of those situations and you're walking slowly and you're getting that good eye contact, you could just say cheers, or you could just step in and say, hey, how's it going? And you say, oh, cool iPhone case, look at this, and have a look at that. And you find something that you can start the interaction with. If you're just racing around, you don't have the opportunity to do that. So very small point, but it should double the amount of attention and IOIs that you get if you just walk around smoothly and try and make eye contact with everyone as you walk through the bar. You're not holding it for long because you're walking and you're breaking it from one girl to the next, breaking to the side, so it doesn't look nervous even when you break eye contact. I always like to start an interaction where possible from a distance and non-verbally. It gives the chance to get an honest reaction from the girl, and it also deals with situations very well where you're not sure. There's a girl or maybe two girls and there's a guy and you're not sure if they're together, or there's a group of girls and you don't want to bust in there. And in situations like that, it's always good to start non-verbally. So I will try and get the attention of the girl, and once I've got her attention, I'll raise my drink like that. And if I haven't got a drink, I might wave or something like that, or I might just look at her in a way that generates a response, and I'm looking for a smile. If she smiles, I've then got the opportunity to go around and talk to her. If she's shy, I can judge it like that. And if she's, with this guy and she's got a boyfriend, then I'll know from her response, because she'll be a little bit like, oh, I don't want my boyfriend to see me looking at this guy, so I'm going to look away. So you can tell a lot just from, provoking that response without going all the way around to the other side of the bar and busting in on, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are in a group. One of the things that I use to start interactions with girls is actually opening with a touch. And when girls are in this situation at a bar, a lot of guys, freak girls out. They can sometimes come like this, hello, hello, like that. And it's horrible. It doesn't feel nice when someone, hello, hello. Girls never like it. Or the guy kind of comes in, girls, and it's too close, it's too intense. So not a good way to do it. The way I would do it in this situation is to come in, and I'm going to use a very gentle touch on the shoulder. So I'm going to touch like here and say, hey guys, and then step back. So I come close and then step back. And the touch is very gentle. It's kind of a guiding touch, and it's the kind of touch your friend does, when he goes away and then comes back and he kind of touches you gently on the shoulder just to say he's there. So you can even do this. So when the girls are facing away, and you can come in and you could say something like, hey Maria, oh sorry, I thought you were my friend Maria. Anyway, I'm Richard, nice to meet you, like this. And you can use that because it's a very familiar touch, the kind of touch that a friend would do. It's a very light hand, barely touching, barely any weight, but she turns around with it because she feels it. And it's something that is a familiar touch in our lives that friends only do with us. So you can try that, it's opening with a touch. Right, so we've got some girls dancing now, not very enthusiastically, but you get the point. And if girls are on the dance floor, how do you approach them? So I'm chilling here, and the first thing that I would try and do, look like I'm enjoying dancing. So I can't kind of come to the girls like this and kind of creep in, and I'm not enjoying the music. I need to kind of match their moods. So the DJ's here, and I'm kind of facing the DJ, and I'm dancing like this as well. And then what I want to do is I want to get some girls' attention while I'm dancing. So if I'm interested in this girl, I want to be dancing, and then I kind of want to look and get her attention like that, and have some non-verbal communication with her to start with. And then I would go back to dancing like this. If it was this girl, I would want to be kind of facing over there, just dancing, but after a little while I'm kind of just get her attention for a second and go back to dancing like that. And again, I'm looking for that response. You've got those few seconds where she can smile, or she can just look away in disgust. Usually it's something more in the middle towards the positive, but you're going to be dancing close to them, not focusing on them at all, not trying to be creepy and be close to them without enjoying the music, but trying to match their mood. And that's the first step. The second thing is that once you've got the positive response, you might want to come in and just say, hey, I'm Richard, and introduce yourself like that, what's your name, and like that, and just a very quick interaction, take their name, and then go back and be dancing from a distance but more facing each other. And you want to see if she turns away from her friends a little bit and she starts to face you. And if she does, that's a good sign. But you haven't kept the pressure on. You're not trying to have a conversation on the dance floor, shouting, you know, where you can't hear each other. You're just dancing like that, and you're looking for the eye contact. You're looking for that she's facing you. And then again, you can come in and you can say something a little bit, but better if you can just start dancing with her a little bit. And the way I would do it is I'd get closer and be dancing, and then I'd just present my hands like this, and I'm looking for her to take them, and then we just do this silly dance. So obviously you won't have my amazing dance moves, but you know, you should be able to do something like this. A lot of girls like it when you spin them, so you can work that into it, you know, where you just lift your hand up, and most girls know how to do it, and then you can go back to doing this. You don't want to let things get too intense, so you might, you know, let her hands drop again and go back to just dancing at a distance, and then after a little while you can come back in again and you can start dancing again like this. And then once she's comfortable with you, you know, this is something you wouldn't do immediately, but after a little while you can take her hand, you can take your hand and put it just at the back of her elbow and pull her hand so that she takes you here and you take her here, and now you're dancing much closer and much more intimately. When you're in a club and the music is pumping really hard, normally the dancing is quite fast, the dance floor is really noisy, so you have a few choices. At this stage, when you're kind of you know, you've got a good connection with the girl and she's liking you, you can wait for the right moment. So girls are in heels, they get tired when they're dancing for too long. Also, sometimes the music changed and the track's not good, so you're kind of dancing and you're like, oh no, I hate this track. Let's go get a drink, you know, and you say, let's go somewhere, let's go get a drink, let's go and smoke, and then you've got an opportunity to move her away from the dance floor to somewhere that is not so noisy, where you can have a conversation. If you stay on the dance floor, like I said, you start like this, you can get closer, you've got this eye contact, it can be nice and seductive, and you've got the opportunity to escalate from that point. If she's with her friends, you know, her friends might interrupt her sometime, but you can always dance, you know, join the group and be kind of with them and dancing together with them. That'll be fine if you're with a friend as well. But it's always good to start things non-verbally from a distance, smoothly come in, back off a bit, come in some more, sense how things are going, and then suggest you leave the dance floor or join the friends, stay there for a bit, escalate on the dance floor. Lots of different options, but the whole thing is not to have too much communication, keep it non-verbal, maybe just exchange names and nothing else, and wait until you go somewhere more quiet to continue the conversation. So something to remember is that girls always like to laugh and have fun, and there's not enough fun when they go out to bars and clubs, and Alex has some moves that always make them laugh and make them smile. You know, he does this Michael Jackson thing and he shows girls that, and he does this twerking thing when he does that into them and when he does this stuff, the girls always laugh, they respond well, and then he can just introduce himself. So if I'm walking, yeah, he does this, and the electrocution one you do as well. And the one where you actually get electrocuted. Bzzz, like that, he's getting electrocuted. So Alex,
not in reality getting electrocuted.
Alex has all these moves where he's walking through, the music's playing, the girls are dancing, and then he's got, you know, 5, 10, 20 different moves that he'll do when the girls are dancing, having fun, that makes them smile and react well, and then right after that he turns deadly serious and introduces himself and has a conversation and then starts being funny again. But remember, people want to be fun, so try stupid stuff. If it makes you smile and your friends laugh, then it's going to be something that would probably work on girls. Would you like to kiss me?
No, thanks.
No? Ha ha ha. Only joking. English humour. This is. We always make this joke in England. This is so funny, right?
Yes, sorry.
Why would I kiss you? It's like kissing my sister, kissing my granny at the same time. Something like this. Yeah, it's not. Of course. Yeah. Anyway, it's not. Just a joke.
Marcus, please.
This is another way not. Yeah, how does it happen? Come on, dude. Is that what you really think? No, it's not. So, or it might be. Let me do that again. Why is that not green? Something. That doesn't look good, does it? Not manly, not cool. You shouldn't do that, either in this game or in little. Oh God. Yay! That's fine in the game, but don't do that. What? What are you, a girl? Okay. So, don't do it, man, please.
Try to make it like big.
Yeah. What the hell, baby? My God. Now, even if you do enjoy killing animals, drinking their blood, she doesn't like it.
Say hunting.
Hunting, so don't do it. You hear her? Good. Winners don't do drugs. Apart from the Olympians that get busted for steroids and stuff. But in general. Done?
No.
Oh.
Episode 12, the last episode.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, actually. You know what I think about?
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay. Human.
I had some beans yesterday.
It's all right. It's
Yeah?
fine. It's fine.
So it doesn't smell too bad?
It's okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
I'm sorry. I don't do that often.
Good.
Hey guys, it's Rich, and in this video I'm going to teach you my very best stuff when it comes to texting girls. It's one of the most common questions I get, and actually the first reaction of mine is that it's the wrong thing for guys to be thinking about. So if you are getting a lot of flaky numbers, I want to tell you first to go back and do some other stuff at the point of getting the number. I'm going to give you some texting tips in a minute, but first I want to talk about when you actually get the number and making sure it's solid. If you want to make the number solid at the time you ask for it, you can do three things. You can talk about things that you can do in future with the girl. You find out that she likes cocktails, going to different clubs, you find out that she likes going to museums, and then you've got ideas of things that you can do together and you can suggest it. The second thing that you should do is ask about her upcoming plans. So if it's Sunday when you meet her, ask what she's doing that week. If you find out that she's going to be really, really busy, you know that it might not be a great idea to invite her on a date by text on Wednesday because she's got a big project or an exam or whatever it might be. The third thing that you can do, and this is the thing that will give you the maximum chance, is actually arrange the date there and then. So you say, what are you doing this week? She says, not very much. You say, why don't we meet on Thursday? She says, yes. You say, okay, cool, let's meet at 7 or 8 o'clock. I'll text you in the afternoon. She says, okay. And you hand her your phone and she gives you the number. That's making it as solid as possible. But let's put that to one side. You want to know texting tips, so let's get right into those. Obviously, it depends a lot on what the girl's responses are. I can't tell you, you know, send these 5 messages with no alterations and you'll definitely get the date and definitely get what you want, because you have to respond a little bit to what she's saying, but you can follow a rough framework. First text should be something like this. Let's assume you met her on a Friday night in a bar. I guess that's where most people are meeting up. So you can say something, you can text her on Sunday evening or Monday, and you can say, hey, it was good to meet you. How was the rest of your weekend? It's a very simple message, very short, and it differentiates from other guys that are saying it was great to meet you, my name's Bob from the bar, would you like to go for a drink with me? It's a very simple way to kind of get an easy response, and what you're looking for is you're looking for her response. If she just says, yeah, good, thanks, that's kind of a cold response. If she gives a longer response where she said, yeah, I had a great weekend, my sister came to town and I did this and this, yeah, it was awesome to meet you too, smiley face, and how was your weekend? Then you know that she's more interested. If you're getting girls to the more interested side of the scale, then you can proceed more rapidly through the steps. In that case, the next step would be something like, you know, you answer the point in her message, say, cool, you know, that your sister came, you know, is she older or younger, whatever it is, take some point from her message, talk a little bit, answer her question, or say what you got up to, and then say, what are your plans for the next few days? She answers this, and then you've got the method to arrange the date, which we'll get to in a second. If she responds coldly, I would always suggest leaving it for 5-6 days, maybe a week, and then re-engaging and looking for the point where she becomes more friendly. By not replying and leaving it a while, you keep her thinking about you and wondering why you didn't, you know, go for the date. So she's more likely to invest more next time. On to the next message. You've asked, you know, what her plans are for the week, and then she's going to give you an indication of how busy or not she is. If your first meeting was really, really cool and, you know, you think that she'd be happy to meet you for a one-on-one date, you can go ahead and arrange that. You can say, why don't we go for a drink on Thursday? You know, you said you like cocktails, there's this cool place, blah, 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 and you arrange it like that. A good thing to include here is use a kind of sneaky technique called illusory choice, and you say, okay, let's meet at this place. When's good for you, 7 or 8 o'clock? So you're putting a question there that is something that doesn't really matter to you, but it gives her some feeling of power in the interaction. So that's a little trick that you can use. Again, hopefully you've done all of this at the initial meeting, and you won't need to do very much by text at all. But that's how I would play it. Pay close attention to her reactions, sense her receptivity. Don't ask too many questions in your messages. Don't make them too long or difficult to answer. Let her be more friendly than you, and that should put you in good stead in terms of getting responses and bridging that gap from the initial meeting to the first date. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon with another video.